The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
This was different. The infection was everywhere. It was in the street outside. It was coming through your windows. It was a virus.
Terrible viral infection gives people this incurable disease, fills their veins and blood with pure rage.
By the time they tried to evacuate the cities, it was already too late.
Jesus Christ, 5 hours? It infects, replicates, and kills this fast? These numbers can't be right.
The numbers are correct. I wish to God they weren't.
The third one.
There is no God.
It's like some kind of horror movie.
Such a great virus that you want to infect others, like your friends and coworkers. Sometimes it leaves pustules. There's nothing you can do about it.
God almighty.
We gotta stop this outbreak before it mutates.
They're highly contagious.
What's this rash from?
We're facing a new strain.
It can cause life-threatening bleeding or even asphyxiation.
Where is it spreading?
All over the place.
All right, we're coming out. Here we go.
I'm aboard of Anthony.
I'm a little dirty. Wipe me.
James Norton.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
This is great iced tea.
This is great iced tea.
Yeah.
Did you get that out of the hamper?
Stretch 1, 2. Stretch 1, 2.
We start the show with calisthenics every morning. It's 1955.
Thank God that anniversary crap is over with.
That's enough.
Good morning. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The One virus spreading across America. Back to normal today. I gotta be honest with you, man. I hated yesterday. I just hated yesterday's show.
So did I. I couldn't eat.
Hated
the
it.
Wonderfulness.
It was our second year anniversary back on radio. Everyone said it wouldn't last, so we took time to kind of take a look back and reflect a little bit. And it just stunk. I just wish we
those anniversary shows always.
Well, this is what I say. No more anniversary shows.
No.
Unless it's a biggie. Like 5 years.
The 1s, the 5s, 10s,
Yeah.
even the 15s kind of suck.
Yeah. 1,
20s.
5, 10.
1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. That's it. After the 100-year anniversary of this show, we do no more anniversary shows.
We could have done Mark Foley audio yesterday. Or transcripts.
Wow.
Instead we get
Sexy.
Instead we get two of the big bosses from XM sitting in here, assuming that we could do good radio with them. Ugh.
Put them in here.
Oh, I like the guys, and they appreciate us, and we appreciate what they've done for us.
Blah, blah, blah.
But as far as getting together to do a little radio together,
yeah.
And then they're the big bosses, so you kind of... We were hinting the whole time, like, you might want to leave. You said what you had to say, and now we got to, do our radio show for, 10 billion people.
We should have told them that they were on the air during commercial breaks.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
They're just comfortably sitting around thinking this is making for great radio for people.
Chat.
And then they're just turning it into one big commercial. We're like, oh, my God.
Oh, that's their jobs.
Oh, my God. No one cares.
That's what they do.
No one cares. Just let us do the heavy lifting.
It's all they do.
So anyway.
Reset your camera there, E-Rock. That stinks, that pixelated mess. Unless that's the way you look today.
What happened?
Pixelated.
What happened?
Pal Talk.
Oh, the cameras are all messed up?
One of them was a little pixelated. Sometimes we got to reboot.
Yeah, we're all about the technology here.
We love letting you take a little peeksy on what's going on. Hey, look, Jimmy's going to the bathroom, and you get to see it. Hey, look, the boss is boring the audience. I'll turn the camera so they can see it. Sure. Oh.
And you just don't know what to do with those anniversary shows. It's just like, and it's only 2 years.
Hi, guys. Just calling up to say congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thrilling. The only thrill yesterday was Kevin Smith calling in.
Yeah, that was great.
That's always good.
Well, he called to say happy anniversary, but then we got some real radio out of him.
We talk about other stuff. The happy anniversary thing lasted 3 seconds, and then we talked about him reviewing movies on Ebert and Roper. They have him as a replacement for Ebert every so often, but they're having him more often than other people because he does such a damn good job.
And what movie does he want us all to see?
Oh, that's
Departed, right?
Departed, I hear, is unbelievable. Yeah, and he just gave it a great review.
It got like 4 stars in the paper today, or something like that. 3.5 stars.
Supposed to be another friggin' classic, man. Gotta love those movies.
So
yeah, I kind of like the Kevin Smith friendship thing. Slowly develop. It's nice.
Yeah, I see a
That's
movie.
Someone you want in your camp.
I see a movie in our future.
Yeah. You pay the money, we sit down and watch it. It's about the movie we're going to be in.
That's so
in
stupid.
The theater.
When you make friends with some of these bigwigs in Hollywood, your mind just goes crazy at night.
Well, what about your new friend Ron Howard?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get the phone call any day.
I saw a picture of him in the paper at the Mets game.
I was at the Mets game. Ron Howard was at the Mets game.
Sitting were you sharing like, wow, look at that. That was nice.
No, I don't even know where he was sitting.
Oh, I thought maybe you were next to each other.
No, I was down the first baseline. I want to say hi to everybody I met at the Mets game. Holy crap, I think people are watching TV and seeing us on TV with that TV commercial.
Kind of been noticing that.
Oh, my God.
Oof. That commercial's all over the place.
Oh, my God.
I saw it this morning again. Me and Opie are like, all right, enough about the dress.
Enough about the dress.
Enough about the fat broad.
Yeah, our TV commercial's up on YouTube. As well as Big A doing a tongue twister.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's tragic.
It was pretty funny, right?
Tragic comedy.
And also Big A doing a news story on that cocaine energy drink.
Yeah.
And the cocaine energy drink people are so happy with it, they threw it on their website.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Big A talking about their energy drink.
Right.
So.
More friends.
No, Elo got an email from Ron Howard, and Ron Howard said it was a pleasure meeting Opie from the Opie and Anthony show.
You're kidding me.
So I'm starting to think things.
You better stop thinking things, Opie Norton. Let your imagination get carried away with you, that you're dating starlets.
Let's be honest with each other, all of us in this room. We're all hoping that we're the breakout star. We're all hoping we get that one call that just allows us to leave this.
Do you know something? I am so completely content with my job here. I don't care if we go further in this or not. As far as the radio end of it goes, I want to take that to the limit. That's like what I take it to the limit. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But TV, movies, crap like that, it's not one of those big priority. If a project comes along and it's right, that's fine. But this is it for me. This is all I want to do. And I don't even want to do it this goddamn early.
Oh, my God.
But this is, I enjoy doing radio. It's great.
Anthony and I have been doing this together for 12 years. Before that, I did it for another 10 years.
Yeah.
I am so ready to get that phone call to try something new.
Well, perhaps if I was spinning records for the 10 years prior, I would feel the same way.
Not all 10 years. Not all 10 years.
A lot of it.
I got my chuckles in.
Yeah, but
I got my chuckles in a different way. It wasn't the show that you know and love today, but
it wasn't what we're doing here. I was always digging on what we're doing.
I was always going for the laugh and always trying to be a little different in the radio world. Oh, I'm so ready for that phone call, though. So ready. I just want to try something new.
Like?
I don't know. Someday, it's just going to make sense to try something new. I'm serious.
Well, maybe Ron Howard.
I've been doing this since I was 18.
Ron Howard will call.
Do you realize I've done radio, and I was a caddy, and I worked in a video store. That's it.
That's it, huh?
That is all I've done in my entire life.
Eek.
I was a caddy from 12.
Yeah, caddy. Winning that caddy tournament is important.
I was a caddy from 12 years old to 24 years old. I worked in a video store when I went to college in Geneseo, and I got fired because I was watching porno. Because I was bored.
Of course.
And then the radio. That's it. That's all I've done. That's all I've done.
People are saying you could be a stand-in for Owen Wilson or Ellen DeGeneres. It's not very nice. Kevin from Connecticut.
I got to break my nose to look like Owen Wilson. A lot of people think I look like Owen Wilson, but I think I got to smash up my nose to make it a little more accurate. So
that Schween nose that he's got.
The Mets looked great yesterday, although they wobbled to the finish.
Let's go, Mets go.
Everybody was on the edge of their seat at Shea Stadium.
Were they?
Oh, my God. And I got to tell you, what a nightmare going to Shea Stadium. What a complete nightmare, because they've already broke ground on the new stadium for Shea.
Yeah.
So they pretty much have taken away, my estimate, about 60% of the parking. So you can't drive to a Mets game anymore.
No, you just
can't
the
do
subway.
it. And they just pack them in like sardines. Have you ever been on a train and you just feel the sweat kind of dripping down your back?
You're kidding, right?
Huh?
I said you're kidding, right?
I forgot you don't live in the real world anymore. You should try it sometime.
The real world?
It's kind of cool out there.
I live in real suburbia. That's the real world I live in. Suburbia. I'm not an urbanite. I don't like the urban lifestyle. I like suburbia, where we drive our own vehicles, roll the windows up, and yell racial epithets at people that can't hear us. That's suburbia, not being with them in a sweaty subway car.
I took the 7 train. That was the train that John Rocker had a problem with back in the day.
Yeah.
And they packed you in like sardines. And then they stop at each stop, and just more people are piling on. And you're like, there's no way they could get more people on this train.
Oh, they do.
Oh, do they? Do they?
Then they drop you off, and you gotta walk. I'm not.
I was drenched. It was the only way, though. You can't drive to Shea Stadium anymore.
Gotta make more friends. Gotta make a few more friends.
Oh, I found friends at the game.
Did you?
Let's just put it this way. I found friends at the game, and I did not have to take the 7 train back to Manhattan.
It's very convenient when you got friends.
And you know me, I like to leave early to beat the crowd, because even a 4 o'clock game, it's a school night. I mean, the game ended at like 7:30, and then you got to think 2 hours to get back to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Unless you bump into some friends at Shea Stadium.
That's it.
And then it's a mere 15-minute ride.
See, you got to have the right friends.
Just
That's
mere
all it takes.
15-minute ride.
Oh, you should see the speed dial on my phone.
Yeah.
Just involves precinct after precinct.
But the Mets look great. Yankees got rained out last night. So you could go to today's game. 1 o'clock game
sure
today.
I can. Yeah, sure I can.
That was the big gift from XM for our 2 years doing radio.
Hope Dan enjoys those tickets, because the last ones that I gave him, because I couldn't make, weren't as good a seats as the ones that he's got now. Dan has amazing seats now for today's game, which I had to give him because it was rained out last night. How do you know Shea and Yankee Stadium? If there was a nuclear war and everybody was dead and there was no traffic, I know it would be silly to drive between stadiums at that point with such tragedy of a nuclear war. But if you just chose to see how long it would take, it's probably an 8-minute drive with no one else on the road. How could one stadium be rained out and the other one they play the full game?
It was weird when I got back to Manhattan around. I'm not kidding. The game ended at 7:15. I was in my door by 7:45. It was the most amazing thing.
Done.
And that place was packed last night. And as soon as I turned the key, it started raining. It was like perfect timing. Perfect. It must have been raining already at Yankee Stadium.
You had the earlier game, right?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Now that was the difference.
It was perfect.
Okay.
It was a perfect day for baseball.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And just want to say hi to everyone once again that I met at the game. I mean, everywhere. Just everywhere I walked.
I didn't know. I didn't get to go to a game last night.
You didn't get to eat the food?
Rained out. What food?
How was your physical?
Oh, you know something? That guy that I described as an Indian man that was to come over and give me my exam for the insurance policy that our agent is taking out on us, it turned out to be a big, fat, black woman.
What?
Dude, I swear on the phone, it was an Indian man. Indian man, fat Haitian woman. And I should have known because as a nurse, they're all nurses. They're big, fat black woman. Matronly. And she comes in, pokes with, takes some blood.
Yeah.
I had a I give a urine sample.
Yeah.
And then, she checks your blood pressure.
She puts a glove on, you throw her an extra 200.
Don't use that. I got my own lube. And then she's gone. I'm like, thanks. That's why I couldn't eat the wonderfulness of the food that was brought in yesterday.
The Alaskan king crabs, the lobster tails, the
filet mignon,
ice
cream cake,
big, huge muffins.
Jimmy had 3 slices of ice cream cake yesterday, and on the walk from the studio to the corner, about a block or so, he was so gassy that we were thanking God the show was over and we weren't trapped in the studio with you.
They weren't dry ones either, man.
How'd it work out for you?
It was cool.
Yeah,
a couple trips in.
Did things work out? Because I know you were yearning for a bathroom.
Yeah. I found my 3rd grade report card.
The food was amazing, and we got to thank Rivoli's in Tom's River once again. A faithful listener of the show just came by to take care of us and do it up right for us. That was very nice of him. It was Tony, right? Let's say hi to Rob in Jersey. Rob, what's up?
Hey,
Rob.
Hey there, Rob.
Can you hear me? Rob, I really want to go to this phone call. Are the phones messed up today? Rob? Hello?
Yellow.
All right, let me try Mark in Colorado. Mark!
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah, Rob's the ass.
Yeah, it works.
No, I just want to make sure the phone works. What you want to talk about stinks. Thanks,
who
Mark.
cares?
Rob in Jersey. Darn it. It says Pest should all take Opie to work to try different stuff. I know that's like a hack radio bit, but I would
take Opie to work day.
I would consider that.
What would you do? What could you do? What skills do you have aside from this?
Wow.
And I mean real skills, not Ron Howard asking you to act in a movie.
The sad part is I don't have any skills.
Could you
I really don't have
Could
any
you
skills.
solder together a fitting?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
You can move furniture.
I did that when I was in college.
Not fun at all.
Nah, if someone has an interesting job out there, I know it's hacky radio crap, but I'll make it interesting somehow.
Did you put cover
I'll try it
sheets
out.
on TPS reports?
What?
Maybe a pimp could take you to work and you
Love
can go
that movie.
noodling.
You want to go noodling?
Wow, noodling.
You don't want to go noodling.
Why not?
Because it's not a job, first of all.
It is a
We're
job.
talking about
They
real
sell the
jobs.
catfish.
It's not a job.
I want to try some noodling.
You need some laborer type work. I want to get you. It'll endear you with the working class.
I will try window washer on the side of a 50 to 60 story building.
That's crazy. I'd like to see you do that.
A lot of buildings going up in Manhattan. I want to go to the top.
Bob Eatman's calling. You have to have your exam first.
I want to go to the top of one of these buildings being constructed. I want to go underground in Manhattan.
Steel worker. You want to do some of the steel worker stuff?
Yeah.
Throwing hot rivets at each other?
Yeah.
Like it's 1952?
Yeah. I want to go underground. I want to check out mold people. I want to see what goes on.
There's no
underground.
job under there.
There's jobs underneath.
All right. What? Like the MTA?
They're digging a really huge tunnel under Manhattan.
Water tunnel.
Yeah, but they have to go down like a half mile or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, they've been digging that for years.
It's on TV.
Years.
It's coming from what? Lake George or something?
They're taking
something
it from
crazy?
some big reservoir, and then they're going to pump the water here into New York. So it's this huge tunnel.
I want to go down there and see what that's about.
Might have seen that in one of the Die Hard movies where they drive the big dump trucks through it.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's got to be a long tunnel.
Yeah, quite long, Jim.
All right, here's
some water, Jim.
Here's Rob in Jersey. Rob.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Hey there, Rob.
Like I called earlier, take Opie to work day. It should be sponsored. Sponsor everything else.
Oh, believe me, it'll be sponsored.
I know that. I'm going to say it again. I know this is a borderline hack radio bit, but
borderline.
But I've been doing radio since I was 18, and all kidding aside, I love the show and I love what's been happening with us. Absolutely. But I also want to see what else is out there. I'm getting to that point. I want to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
It's miserable people doing miserable jobs.
You know that I actually thought about going back to the Huntington Crescent Club and just caddying on weekends for the hell of it. Even though I don't need the money or anything, just to do something different.
You're crazy.
Why?
Because there's no need to.
Yeah.
Well,
there's no need. Why would you do that?
Stop feeling guilty because life is so good.
I'm not feeling guilty.
He feels guilty because he's making a lot of money doing what he loves.
And let me tell you something. That is a great job for a kid who's like starting out.
No.
So what it amounts to is it's not really, it's hard work,
No, it was my favorite job of all time, being a caddy. Got to talk to different people every day. Got up really early before the sun.
But it's
got
good.
some exercise.
It's one of those, look, what are you doing here? You're getting up early in the morning and talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, and you do push-ups in between. There's your exercise.
So there's your exercise.
Oh, yeah.
You want some golf clubs? We'll get you some clubs.
And you talk to Kenny, which helps the retarded. It's charitable.
Man, you guys are keeping me down.
Keeping you down.
You're
I'm
keeping
just
me
telling
down,
you want a real job. Hit one of the job sites and tote around some 2x4s.
All I want to know is if I'm good at something else. That's all. That's all.
What do you want to do? Do you want to start over maybe and then get in this business this late in the game and become like a piece of filth like Iraq? No offense.
Right.
But I mean, do you want to start off and rebuild this whole thing like that garbage? I mean, I'm just using it as an example. Be happy. It's great. Why start over?
Well, in a lot of interviews, we talk about how this is the greatest job in America. I'm just wondering if it is. That's all.
Let me tell you something. It's the greatest job that we can get right now.
And it has nothing to do with money. Is there something else out there that is more interesting than what we do?
Male prostitution? Yeah, sure.
If it had nothing to do with money?
It's
or
Dirty Jobs meets Jackass.
Oh, there you go.
You better call A&E. There's our
Jackass.
There's our idea. There's our idea.
Dirty Jobs.
Meets
We go out on the job sites.
Huh?
Go out on jobs and get our hands a little dirty.
See, people aren't getting it. Like, one guy works for the phone company. It has to be something that really, really is different. Like, I want to saw the skull of a dead person. What? What happened?
All right. It's fun.
No, that's not a joke. I really want to do that.
I know.
I really want to do something like that.
I think he was car crashing the insanity of the sentiment.
Exactly.
Not the quality of the joke.
That's.
I want to saw into a skull at a coroner's office.
So find a coroner who's a fan and say, hey, look, let me get in there and saw that.
Open heart surgery. I want to hold something.
I don't think that's allowed.
I know. I understand that.
Yeah.
But there's got to be other things out there that I could do for maybe a couple hours. Rob, Jersey, what's
Why
up?
did my husband die on the table? Well, it's bring radio guide to work day.
Greg Opie Hughes decided he was going to suture him up.
He got a little, squeamish and vomited into the wound.
Into the cavity.
Rob, what's up?
Hey, you can come to work with me, Opie. I'm a scientist.
What do you do, though?
I make cancer drugs, and I test the process.
How'd you stumble onto this show accidentally?
Because I'm really an idiot. I kind of more like fell into the job.
Oh, really?
Good job you guys are doing.
All right.
It's still there.
What's he doing?
Inventing cancer drugs.
Oh, so nothing.
Things that give it to you.
All right.
I know.
Thank
Making
you.
great strides and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we are.
Well, it's just a thought. All right. We got to start our show. We're just warming up. I'm not kidding, though. If someone had an interesting job out there, I would try it for an afternoon. Why not? Why not?
Interesting, huh?
Well, someone says filling potholes. That's not that great, right?
It's that's real work. It's a real job.
An electrician. I watched my dad do some of that stuff around the house. That's whatever.
Pull some wire.
Drive a livery van. I'm a track worker for the MTA. Okay, now we're talking. Angelo!
Oh, what's going on, boys?
What do you got, man? What can I do?
All right, listen, I work in the track department for New York City Transit. So allegedly, I can get you to come work for me. I was from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. at night. You come on down to a rail gang, we'll hook you up, you'll have a ball.
Angela from Brooklyn, you'll be carrying a rolled up carpet down into the lower tunnels. Don't talk about this on the show, all right? Feet hanging out.
Lovely, all right? We'll take you down.
Imagine.
You're doing a great job. We love you.
But that's
from the track department. We listen to you guys faithfully on our way home to our loved ones every day.
All right.
You guys are the best.
Thank you, Angelo.
We didn't plan this coming into today's show, but now it's becoming something. But he's on. Like, I want to follow a hitman around for a night.
Well,
that type of stuff.
I don't know if you're going to get
Not the
that
basic jobs. I want some, there's got to be some crazy jobs out
You're
there.
just a boy looking for adventure.
So you want something a little special.
A little different,
You
right?
want something more special than just what everyone else is doing out there.
Right.
Okay.
Unless their job has a little twist.
I was
don't know
confused.
about.
I thought you wanted to do roofing for a day or something.
No, I want something that piques my interest and I go, wow, I'm pretty good at this.
He's a boy looking for wonderment.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Luke, what's up?
Hey, you want to milk some cows?
Ugh.
It'd be a good job
A
for
nasty job. Your hands smell like cow teats.
Yeah.
The whole day.
Would you drink right out of a cow udder?
No. No.
Why not?
Yeah, pulpy milk.
No.
Why not?
Because their udders are all yuck. They got like flaky skin on them. You ever see what's floating on the top of a milk pail after people milk?
Yeah, I just scoop it
Something?
right out and drink it. A little flaky udder skin.
There's like gook on top.
Yeah.
It's cow underbelly gook that drops into that. I don't even like milk pasteurized and in a container. I cringe when I eat cereal. I just put a little bit of milk on it because I hate milk. It's out of a cow.
All right, I got
The
one.
only thing I like integrated is my coffee.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Hey, I got one.
Great. Malata cup of coffee.
Who kills the rats in Manhattan? I'll follow him for a day.
I guess there's probably the.
I'll follow a rat killer around.
I don't think they actually go around bonking him on the head with little silver hammers. I think they just put out the traps.
Yeah, I know, but
they see all over the place.
But they get the call like, "Wow, we have a rat problem in this part of the city."
Some public
and then
works.
this person has to go there and he has to set the traps and the poison and whatever else. Maybe the little nets.
Nets. I just see those big black boxes with the entry and well, I guess they're just entry. They're not exits.
Yeah.
Checking out, Mr. Rat. They just go in and that's it.
Let's go to Fred in New York
Set those
City.
down in the little parks.
Fred.
Hello.
Hey, Fred.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Good. You can come to work with me, Opie.
What do you do?
I work for the medical examiner.
Oh.
Can I actually go there?
M.E.
Can he be Sam?
Can I go there, really?
I would really have to find out, but that would be cool.
All right, find out and call me back, because I'll do that one. No problem.
Why would you want to do that? That is a depressing kind of...
Huh?
It's a cool job.
No, it's not. It's morbid.
I just want to, go there and just go, you're dead.
No.
I think the joke would be wasted on him.
You ever get a particularly attractive drug mule and you search a little longer than you have to?
All right, Fred. I'm serious. If someone has an interesting job out there, this is kind of borderline dirty jobs or something. I get it. Maybe it is like Dirty Jobs meets Jackass. But I would definitely check out a few more occupations.
You have fun.
I don't know where this came from, by the way. We were just saying hello and welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Enough about the
dress.
Opie and Anthony, they belong on the radio. See, they're telling you something right there. That's a sign.
Yeah.
It's like Opie and Anthony, they belong on the radio because we are just not cut out for the other things in life, the other lines of work.
I think this is where I got the spark. When we were in the office and that commercial came out, I'm like, what if we really had to do another job? So now I'm thinking I got to try some jobs out there.
I have a trade that I could always fall back on, but I don't think I'd be paying my mortgage with it.
No, not even everyone in the union gave their salaries over.
I don't think I could swing the lifestyle I've become accustomed to knocking tin anymore.
See, when we blew up our careers because of the Sex for Sam thing, the panic set in because I'm thinking, oh, my God, when the money runs out in 20 years, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next?
20 years.
That's just a joke.
Slow joke humor.
All right, we're just getting warmed up. We're going to do a real show today. Mark Foley promo from The Buzz. What's that about?
Mark Foley homo? What?
The Buzz in West Palm?
Yeah, they're doing a little thing with Mark Foley. Cool.
Oh, a promo.
Good.
We'll check that out. We got lots to do today, so why don't we step aside and we'll continue in a bit. It's the One virus spreading across America. Hey, good morning. It's the Opie and Anthony show. The One virus spreading across America. Hit a nerve today, I guess. Phones are just lit. Everybody wants to take me to work with them. I'm serious about this. I don't even know how this began. We just started the show, and you never know what direction we're going in. Could you, email Steve at foundrymusic.com if you have a really good job you want me to do for a day? It's got to be really interesting and very unusual. Something different. Not necessarily a dirty job, but I'll do a dirty job.
Will you?
I'll do a jackass type of job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what example that would be. Like cesspool sucker?
I don't know.
One of those guys that pull that big pipe up to the cesspool, hook it up, and suck it out, or a porta-john cleaner.
And you said you
No, I would go down into a cesspool.
You would go down into a cesspool.
Oh, yeah.
With respirator equipment
Whatever,
on
yeah. Like I would do that, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't do anything with porn? You wouldn't have to be, like, sexually excited by it. Like, you wouldn't be turned on. Most of them are not turned on, like the guys that are filming it.
Like,
as a job, to go in there and see it as a job, to watch the way these people make their living, it
like
really is amazing.
A boom operator.
You've done that, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I've watched them do it. I may be doing it again soon. You'd be amazed to watch them. Like, you don't really get turned on because it's a movie set.
Yeah.
To watch people in porn do what they do, just objectively, is amazing.
I guess I would check that out.
It's like you're watching. Sex is hard enough to have one-on-one, but to watch men who are truly machines and women, it's like you're professionals. And to watch them working with the camera and the director going, all right, 2 more minutes of this, 2 more minutes. Come on, guys, it's like the director's barking stuff out at them.
Orders and
oh, my God. And these
they're
guys,
just machines.
They nothing phases them. Occasionally it does. They say, he's struggling. Really?
Really?
To watch, yeah.
He's struggling.
You
don't want to hear that because I think it's difficult to come back from hearing he's struggling.
Yeah.
You're not like, because then you're thinking, I'm struggling. I am struggling.
And then you just struggle more at that point.
And then you get this. All right, bring in the other guy.
And if you get a reputation of being a struggler,
forget it.
You're out of the business.
Focus,
Drum you out.
Focus. Oh, now I'm telling myself to focus.
It's not going to work.
Good. Hey, well, everyone's calling, but you can email Steve at FoundryMusic.com. It's got to be something really, really unusual and different. I'm a cardiovascular heart technician.
What are you going to do with him, though?
Exactly.
There's nothing you could do that would bring about lawsuits or something.
Armored truck driver. That could be cool, I guess.
No, you need the proper training and licensing.
Yeah.
I work for the CIA. I don't think they're going to...
CIA is going to let you in.
Commercial lobster man.
Yeah, what the hell are you going to do with him?
Matt in Jersey, what's up?
Yeah, I got a dirty job for you.
Yeah?
I'm a page for the Senate.
Now that is a filthy, dirty job.
There you go. I'm a cop in the Bronx. We get to do ride-alongs already. Dentist on Rikers Island.
Well, that sounds interesting, but I don't think you could help him. But what
Andrew,
does he do?
Yeah.
You're really a dentist on Rikers Island?
Yep, God bless America.
And you treat the prisoners, I would gather?
Pardon?
You treat the prisoners?
Yep.
Do you use any Novocaine? What if there's like some real creep pedophile guy? Do you use a little less Novocaine or...
Well, you try to. There's ways of making it a little more, less. You'd be a little less cordial, I guess. We usually, when they come in, we don't know what they.
I was going to ask if you know what their crimes are.
That would be the greatest thing ever if you know the crime of the person before they sit down in your chair. You do a few oopsies.
Yeah, a few whoops-a-days with that hook.
Oops.
That pin hook.
I went a little deeper than I was supposed to.
Yep.
But who are you going to tell? Who's going to believe you? You're in prison.
Was this molar, right? Oh, no, it's not? All right.
Right.
Well, we can't put this one back, but I'll pull this one.
All right, Andrew. I don't know. So call or email Steve at FoundryMusic.com. Everyone's calling now. But it's just got to be very different and unique. Hey, I love Metallica. Jimmy, you love Metallica. Anthony loves Metallica.
I even like the fact that people that don't like them because said they sold out with the Black Album.
What?
I know. Well, there's those
says
people.
That?
There's people. People are saying.
I love old Metallica, but the Black Album, one of the greatest albums ever made.
Agreed.
Now there's the hardcore fans. You don't even know
that's when they started selling out. About music.
Like, all right.
No, Nothing Else Matters is great.
Their music of late, I'm
Wherever
not really
I may roam.
I'm not digging their music of late. But that stuff, great. The earlier stuff, fantastic. Yeah. Just a great band with longevity, great story, great personality.
Battery. What's better than Battery off Master of Puppets?
Come on.
I don't think anything.
Master of Puppets is a great album, too. Yes, absolutely.
But I may have to just hang up my fanboy card for Metallica.
Yeah, Jimmy hasn't heard this yet. Dan was playing something in the office. I swear to you, I thought it was one of our silly listeners.
Yeah.
Trying to be funny, trying to come up with something for the radio show.
Danny found this?
Oh, it was Dan?
Derek found it?
Derek found it.
Sorry, perish the thought I give somebody else credit. Why am I looking at this waif in the glass?
Derek found it. Well, I really... And when Than was playing it in the office, I was like, get that on a CD so we could goof on it. Like, this is so bad from one of our listeners. We got to have fun with this. It turns out what you're about to hear is really Metallica.
From when, though? Or, like, what is it?
This is brand new.
Oh, no.
It's ringtones.
It's on their website, and you can buy them for $3 each.
Metallica ringtones. Do they really need the money at this point?
And do they really need to do them in this fashion?
Right. Someone has to, like... tell them that these stink. But I think you get so famous that you get the people around you that are too scared to tell you that something is awful. I really believe that.
Do you think? Because I think their friends at least could say, you know, dude, you think this ringtone thing is good?
No.
Tom Cruise's problem. No one just says, shut up.
Yeah, no. Everyone is too scared because they like their part of the organization.
You don't want to be kicked out of the inner circle.
Right.
Nobody teases you when you're there anymore.
No.
So here's some Metallica ringtones. Listen to this.
Whose phone is that? Oh, it's yours. This is James from Metallica. Pick it up.
See, that one's just basic voice.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not that bad. You're saying, why are you making such a big deal, guys? That's just him saying something. Not that big a deal.
Hey, this is James from Metallica. I'm stuck in your pocket. It stinks in here. Answer the phone.
All right, more just talking. That's
a little comedic.
And he's trying to be funny and failing miserably, but he's not a comedian. It's just a little voiceover thing, but
me. That's the European ring. This is James from Metallica. Pick up.
I don't like the fact that he's saying James from Metallica. He should say it's James Hetfield.
No,
because any Metallica.
You should just because if you're buying these ringtones, you know it's a Metallica ringtone.
Yeah.
You're already a fan, so you don't need to be reminded it's James from Metallica. That's the first mistake they're making.
It's for other people who are listening who wouldn't know who that was. It's not for you.
Yeah, but you would tell people. Like I had Ben Snore as my ring for the longest time, and it starts snoring, and that means I got a phone call coming in, and people would go, "What the hell is that?" And then I would be able to tell them what it is.
What else is there?
Well, this is where it gets really bad.
For whom the phone rings, pick it up. James from Metallica says, pick up the phone!
Yeah. For whom the phone rings. Now,
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't end there, Jimmy Norton.
Who told him this was good?
I'm just having fast-forward nightmares.
Yeah.
Picking up the phone on a crazy ring. No.
How much money can you make off
hello, this is Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
God, no.
Here's the next one. It gets worse.
Sad but true. Your mom's on the phone. James from Metallica says, pick up the phone!
Sad but true. Your mom's on the phone?
See, because we're all supposed to hate our parents.
Yeah.
The only one of those I'll accept is if your friend has been hit by a car and whenever he calls you, Motor Breath plays. See? Because that ties in cleverly.
Of course.
Give me those elbow.
There you go.
Wow.
Give me those elbows.
Give me those elbows so I can smack myself in the thin lips.
He gets really creative with this next one.
Yeah.
Master! Your wife's calling. Pick up the phone.
See, because she's
the master. I want to punch Metallica in the face.
No.
Yeah, this is it.
What
it's over.
happened? What happened?
You thought the Napster thing was bad. You thought they were selling out with some of the albums they were putting out, and it's kind of. But this right here is it. This is where even I must agree. It's over, Johnny.
I liked the Napster. I didn't blame them for not wanting to be ripped off.
Oh, shut up.
No, I mean that. I liked that. They had to do it.
Not you, Jimmy. I was just saying,
they had to.
Shut up to Metallica.
But this, They don't, Lars.
They
James,
didn't.
You don't have to do this. Does Lars do any? Did anybody else do any?
Huh?
Of course,
James?
Lars does it.
Mostly James, though.
It's mostly James, but
Ready for the last one from James?
Oh, yeah.
wherever is your phone?
This is James from Metallica. Pick up.
That's the one I heard, and I was like, it has to be one of our listeners just goofing on ringtones.
Wherever is your phone? It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, how about pick up because you're on Rome?
Why not?
Why not? I really thought that was a
Why
listener
not?
just goofing on ringtones. I'm like, we have to play this.
It's
But
horrible.
it's actually them doing ringtones.
People, the government should monitor you, and if you spend $3 for one of them, they should just send electricity into you and kill you
through the phone
somehow.
Here's one more from Kirk.
That's right. Seek and destroy your phone.
It doesn't even make sense.
Why not?
That one doesn't even make sense.
Why not?
Why would you destroy your phone just because it's ringing? Seek and destroy your phone.
Well, it ties in because, like, Seek and Destroy is the song, but the phone thing has to tie in.
Yeah. So
you
it's
guys wanna
seek
add
and
that on.
destroy your phone.
Yeah, with the Four Horsemen ride and answer your phone. Makes sense. Master of Puppets is pulling your string and answering the phone.
Answering the phone.
Put that anywhere. Works.
Let's say hi to Rob. Rob, what's up?
Hey, guys, good morning.
Good morning.
James Hetfield's the new Gene Simmons.
Well.
Could be.
I don't know.
They're just trying to capitalize? There's better ways to do it, though. That is hacky and it's just awful.
Just put the guitar riffs. Like, I wouldn't mind hearing that guitar riff that Kirk just did.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Answer.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Beth, I hear you calling. Will you please pick up the phone? They could do that, Kiss. Could all get together and put out their own ringtones.
I'm sure they have ringtones out there somewhere.
You think Gene
All
gets all the
about
money?
ringtones.
Doesn't matter who does it, Gene gets the money.
I had some ringtones that I suggested. They weren't cute, though.
No?
Yeah.
Like?
Kara from MySpace is actually using one. Remember we did a bunch of ringtones that day at XM?
Oh, that's true.
We did them as a
They're
goof,
really
though.
bad.
Ringy, dingy, dingy, pick up the phone, see. Really obnoxious.
Let's say hi to Kramer in Pittsburgh. Blowing up in Pittsburgh. What's up, Kramer?
Not much, guys. I got 6 Metallica tattoos, but as soon as I get home, I'm going to get a cheese grater. They're coming off.
Yeah, not happy about the
6
ringtones, huh?
Metallica tats, boy.
Dude, I'm sick. My son's James Hetfield's pick on his crib. I'm tearing that off when I get home, too.
All right, bro.
Boy, you're a Metallica
They just
fan.
don't have to do that. Dave in Yonkers, what's up?
What is this, the kindler, gentler James Hetfield? If I could get James Hetfield from Kill 'Em All to, like, go in a time machine, he'd come out and kick the shit out of this James Hetfield.
You don't think present-day James Hetfield would enjoy hanging out with the old James Hetfield? The old James Hetfield would beat him up.
Nah, that would be a problem. There would be a fight there.
Hops out of a time machine and just pummels the new James Hetfield.
No, I think new James Hetfield would smash the old one because the old one was all beard up. He did a drinker who was all skinny. New
drunk.
James is like a strapping biker type build.
I don't know. I think old James, though, because he's a little juiced up and so angry at the new James, would probably throw a pretty good scrap at him.
Maybe.
Yeah, and he's
New
younger.
James is sober and would have all that rage that's now can't be covered with alcohol and is coming out through fisticuffs.
And he'd hear that ringtone and just the anger in the old James.
That's true. The anger might do it over the ringtone.
Pops out. Although, if it's Terminator rules, he'd be naked, and that would be a little awkward. Because you got to come through naked. I don't know. I'm going to really have to give this some thought.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. Bob in Jersey. What's up, Bob?
Yo, man, what's up, guys? I'm a huge fan. What's going on?
What's up?
I can't even believe what I just heard.
Yeah, we couldn't either. Literally couldn't believe that it was Metallica, but it's on their site, and we, like Ope said, thought it was a goofy fan.
A fan just trying to be funny,
no.
get our attention. No,
It's James.
It's really Metallica trying to do ringtones. And I'm with Jimmy. I mean, if you just got a nice guitar riff from one of those
that's
guys,
great, yeah.
that'd be cool. That's all you need.
Just guitar riffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing a bit of this. Like when people use music for their phone, that's fine.
You're a fan, you know who it is. You don't need James to even say anything. Just, let's hear some guitar.
I like when I hear someone's phone ring with a cool, guitar riff.
I, by the way, can't stand it.
You can't stand ringtones?
I like the fact that new phones come out with new ring, something like that. I don't like the retro ring. Who's got that one?
Everybody.
I think I do.
Stop it with the goddamn one that sounds like the oldie time phone. They changed that for a reason.
Know what's great about that?
It is the most annoying sound.
Everyone that has that as a ringtone, they think they're the only ones, and they think they're the only ones that was clever enough to come up with the old school.
Look, it sounds like an old type phone.
First of all,
is that a cell phone or an old Bell phone? Ooh.
But everyone thought they were clever.
Yeah.
By getting that one. You're not alone. That's probably one of the hottest ringtones out there. The old school phone ring.
I wind up keeping the one that my phone came with. I could care less what the hell it sounds
Mine
like.
doesn't have many options, so I just put that one because it was just an option.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
I got the
I'm
hybrid.
Not a queer who thought it was cool.
Download
I got Steve's hybrid car as a text message. That's fun.
How do you do that? I don't know how to do that.
You just give your phone to Danny. He was going to give me some new ringtones yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah, just stuff that has something to do with the show. Like, I want Secret Agent Man on mine. Yeah.
Is that means you got a message or something?
A text comes in.
A text?
Yeah.
Do you know what I want
mine's
to hear?
the same for text and phone. I don't.
When my phone is ringing, I want to hear, how did your parents die? Why not? How did your parents die?
Why not? How'd your parents die? Why not? How'd your parents die? Why not?
Listen to that acting. You could barely distinguish any difference.
How'd your parents die? Why not?
He should have been in The Departed.
He actually sounds more upset at why not.
Why not?
Yeah, there's more emotion there.
How'd your parents die? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
You can hear his nose crinkling during why not?
Why not?
Hey, I'm looking at a picture of a midget with flipper hands. This is going up on our website.
Wow.
It's up there, E-Rock, opieandanthony.com. A midget sighting right outside, what, XM?
Was he born the day Hitler died? Because it had to be reincarnation.
You got to see this picture. E-Rock's
midget with flipper hands.
E-Rock's midget sighting outside of XM Studios yesterday. It's up on opieandanthony.com.
Oh, getting into a little cab?
The little fella needs help with the door.
Little flipper
Of course he does.
Ugh. What does he do with toilet paper?
Where'd I take you, pal? The East River. I'm jumping in.
I can't take it anymore.
You heifer porpoise.
He takes some of the garment. No.
Come on.
No, there's no way to do it.
No, go ahead.
No.
I hailed you down, sir, so you could run over me.
Oh, look at the little fella trying to hop in the cab with slipper hands.
Just awful.
Who puts his shoes on?
Looks like
how does he put his shoes on?
You know that they're all, I guarantee you they're all like laceless. He slips them on. They're all slip-on shoes.
Looks like God was hungover that morning.
Oh, God. Wow, his face looks like Big A, kind of.
Yeah, he's got a big A face. He's got flipper hands, and he's a fat midget.
He's got a bunt.
And he has a belt. You think you just get sweatpants. How does he fix the little belt?
How do you become a fat midget when you have flipper hands? All you have to do is, you have to beg someone to feed you.
It's not even really
Wait, you're not on. Hold on, Ann. I'm sorry about that.
Why would I be?
Sorry, go ahead. What?
It's not so much flipper hands because I see fingers there. It looks like he's got his hands coming right out of his shoulders. Like he's got T-Rex arms. Literally has T-Rex arms where they're very, very short. And his body shaped like a T-Rex. Very big at the bottom. And then it gets slender at the top, and he's got a big T-Rex head.
And he's kind of leaning in to open the cab, and it looks like he's jumping in jolly midget fashion. Like, you could Photoshop that, in a flower patch. He's like up on one tippy toe, and it looks like he's almost in midair. If you look at the picture,
yeah,
you can picture elf music playing.
Oompa Loompa. That's what he is. A little Oompa Loompa.
Where to the East River,
Jimmy. Just dump him in.
Could someone explain to me how he's fat, though, if he's got flipper hands that don't reach his mouth?
I don't know. He probably likes all throwable food. He eats a lot of pretzels and
they throw things at
dumplings.
him. Or his owners might just put the bowl on the floor.
His owners.
He eats out of the bowl on the floor. They leave the food out.
What, you
He was trying to get out.
Why would that be on?
Hold on, what?
He was trying to get out, but he couldn't do the door, so the cab driver had to lean over and open the door and shut the door.
Oh, how horrifying. The only thing that would be great about that is if there was some kind of a car fire and the cabbie panicked and ran out.
You just watch the midget bar.
Old broken wing arms, just sitting in the back with his clipped wings, trying to flutter out of the cage.
Oh, Jesus.
Stupid flipper arms. I like to just grab his arm and squeeze it and go, why are you living?
What is this? Yeah, maybe maybe he's like a balloon. You could squeeze that fat ass of his and let the air go into his arms and watch him pop out. Whoop, there you go. Open the door, idiot.
If you squeeze his bunt, his arms come out.
Yeah.
Little fat, awful belly.
All right. Well, there you go. That's up on OpieandAnthony.com for your
Photoshop that
for your viewing pleasure.
I think you should be in a flower patch.
Please put him in a flower patch with some type of a degrading, happy, flowered midget hat.
With a little carnation on it.
Yeah, make him cast a spell somewhere. Little flipper arms. Toodly-doo. Toodly-doo. That's the noise he probably makes everywhere he walks. Toodly-doo. Little fat spellcaster.
Oh, what a burden.
What do you think his parents did? What do you think his parents did when like they finally saw that?
LSD? Oh.
Yeah, or some type of a Dylan and Eric Bond. Like, all right, look, we'll just put on one glove each and kill ourselves. Leave them on the church steps.
Yeah, that is really
that must have been a hell of a birth. Comes out head first. You see the flipper hands. You see the butt. Then you see the feet.
I think Rosemary was happier with the final product.
With that, we take a break. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's right. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Instant feedback. You can do that through OpieandAnthony.com. Some dude on his cell phone. Use your real name, ass. He just writes, making fun of midgets, fat women, and retarded people. Wow. Real cutting edge. Out of ideas for the show already?
Not out of ideas at all. He's got his phone number right up there.
First of all... Does he?
Yeah, if it came from a phone, his name usually shows up as a phone number.
Well, his feedback's not accurate. We've only made fun of midgets so far.
Yeah.
Have we made fun of retarded people yet today?
Not yet, and there's more on this midget. We're not finished.
Oh, please.
And we haven't made fun of fat women yet today.
No, we're looking for fat women. We're looking to pay fat women, for God's sake.
Fatty Pig Fatty is brought to you by H57 Hoodia. Lose weight for free at H57.com. Frank Caliendo in studio. Did you hear about our Fatty Pig Fatty contest?
Not really.
It's a good one, man.
This is wonderful.
This is a terrific idea.
You know, fat broads are always getting a raw deal. They are. And we figure it's time to reward them for their overweightness. Overweightedness. So we're offering money for their fat. And it's up to $10 a pound, at least, is what we're given. So far, the leader is a 430-pound girl that's going to get $4,300. Wow. That's $4,300. Now we're looking for someone bigger, though.
That's right, and we know they're out there.
Where's the 450? Where's the 480? That's $4,800. If you weigh 480 pounds and you're sitting there right now, or if you're a husband of a wife that weighs 480 pounds, or a friend, wouldn't you call her up and go, look, I know you're a big girl, but we got the opportunity to make some real cake here. Yeah, and you love cake, you pig. Get in here.
This contest is at a standstill right now.
Yeah.
We know there's fatter women out there.
Come on.
What's the problem? They think we're going to make fun of them? What's the deal? Crystal from Cleveland.
Adoring.
And her name was Crystal, by the way. 430-pound Crystal.
Stripper name. It's nice.
That's like a hot Gertrude. You're not going to find one.
Gertie.
And she's really hot.
Back in the day.
Come on, man. Help us out. The contest is great, but it's at a standstill. Yeah. We thought by now we'd have someone beating 430 pounds. Where are you? Call us. Use a fake name and a fake town you're from, and let's talk this out a little bit today. I know the truckers are out there. They could help us. They've seen the fat women on the roads.
Haul them around.
They're pretty much hauling them in the back of the truck. And then Kenny has to run in with this little item from the paper today.
Look at him with his reading glasses on. Oh, horrid. Kenny.
I can't take credit for this. This was brought to my attention by Mr. Chiasano.
Oh.
It's a picture from the Daily News today. Some big fat porker. The title is Big is Beautiful. And it says the catwalker has to got to be street legal in Spain.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Here's what we're not making fun of retards. We're letting them join the show.
In response to Madrid's banning of microscopic models from its Fashion Week, Jean-Paul Gaultier marched this plus-size stunner in the Paris ready-to-wear show.
How did you ever make an arrest? Did a criminal have to throw himself in your arms wearing like those dark burglar glasses?
Do you think he was speaking at all, or just had his nightstick out, just beating him senseless?
There's no honor in weapons. I use my hands.
Oh, you just use no honor in weapons. He says that without a hitch. You know, he said that a few times.
I thought you said there was no honor in weapons. The nightstick is an extension of myself.
Well, we have someone very angry on feedback. You suck. That's the name of the person from New York City. Oh. Because they're too scared
what
to
a
use
coincidence.
Too scared to use their real names. They write, I hope your kids have lobster hands.
Oh.
So do we. So
that'd be
poke
handy.
Fun at them, bring them in a cage and just have some laughs.
If you're hungry, all I would give them every Christmas was nutcrackers. They play with these.
Yeah, if I had a kid with lobster hands, I'd make them take up the flute. How do you like them apples?
That's right.
That's what I would do.
Then parade them around and make money. Throw some money in the jar.
And then I would try again and get a real kid. And just have that one, to make us all laugh during the holidays.
Thread this needle and you eat today.
That's right. And then, of course, You Suck had a instant feedback again. You should have a small brain contest.
All right, now he's getting funny.
And then ... He spells out the F word. So it's, you should have a small brain contest, ... F. You'd win.
See, we assumed. Thank you, Kenny.
I would win.
We assumed You Suck. Is that his name?
Yeah.
That by saying you should have a small brain contest, we made the assumption that you would guess that we would win with our small brains.
Yeah, we have very small brains.
Yeah.
We get it.
This guy's clever, though.
Yeah.
Boy.
Just another faggot too scared to use his real name.
Never see where he's going.
Faggots not use your
Maybe
real name?
his real name is You Suck. He's an Asian gentleman.
And that's why the anger.
Right. You suck. What an ass.
Let's say hi to Dan in Chicago. Dan, what's up?
Hey, boys. Hi, Mitch me.
Hi.
Just letting you know.
Hold on. Brendan from Providence. Every meal at the Flipper Midget's house is like a pie eating contest.
Okay, hands behind back and go.
I was flipping through the channels, and I saw that despite being voted second to last by the judges on Dance with the Stars, Jerry Springer still won.
When are they going to acknowledge that we're trying to get Jerry Springer to win this whole thing? When are they going to acknowledge? We had Jerry Springer on our show, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we told Jerry we're going to try to make him win the whole thing.
Because he said he would acknowledge us if he won.
And he begged us. He goes, please don't do that. My knees can't hold out. I'm having a tough time with these dances.
He said he's terrible out there and he knows it.
I had a good time, but it's time for me to leave the show. And we said, no way. And the One Pest are on it. They're voting for Jerry Springer like crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
He's winning even though the judges vote against him. 50% of the decision to get thrown off, 50% is the judges, and 50% is the audience vote.
Someone had a perfect score with the judges last night, and they got voted off because their votes from the public was not as high as Jerry Springer's.
Oh.
So we're having a major effect on Dancing with the Stars. A major effect, and they're not acknowledging it yet for some reason.
No, they won't. Jerry will if he wins.
Yeah.
That's what he said, and he better. Or else he won't be dancing anymore for anybody.
What are we going to
have his legs broken.
We'll send retards to watch his show in studio?
I'll break his legs.
So that's pretty cool, right? He's still in it. You vote at abc.com.
Kenny should watch putting those glasses on a sunny day. His hair could burst into flames. Glasses working like a magnifying glass. 1 second on that hair of his.
He was looking down as he was reading something, and I'm just looking at that dry dew and his little pointy nose in those glasses, and I just wished I could kick the shit out of him.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy thought it was 9 o'clock already.
That's great.
Jimmy cursing.
The first thing that I noticed is that his eyes are a little bit too close together.
Yeah. It's called beady eyes. He's got the cop beady eyes. He used to be a cop.
Right.
So he looks like a cop. I bet his feet as flat as manila envelopes on the bottom. Just complete flat foot. I bet there's gum on the bottom of his shoes.
Now, you know what Kenny is? He's like a Doberman pinscher because he has a little head. I can't say his brain is too big for his head, but maybe it is, and that's why he's like, you know, Dobermans are vicious because their brains are apparently too big for their heads.
Is that it?
That's what I've heard.
Gives him a headache?
Yeah.
Just constantly mad. He's got those predatorial eyes, though, which is good. Very close together. Good look. You know, they're not on the side of his head like a fish.
What's up with the sport jacket in the morning?
I don't know. I think it's to show some type of authority or responsibility or something. I can't imagine why at this hour anyone would have to have a sport jacket
every day,
on.
the sport jacket?
Every day.
Ever have
every
the
day.
little elbow things on there?
Like he's writer. Yeah, the Professor Patches. My memoirs. Can't even spell that right.
Memoirs.
Memoirs.
My memoirs.
Went to work today. Got GH his cereal. It was a good day.
Carp diem.
Hey, guys, You Suck is back.
Oh, boy. He's got a little attention, and he's happy.
He's still trying. He thinks this one's going to get to us. You sound like Howard again.
Oh, God, dude.
Are you having a major effect on Dancing with the Stars like he has an effect on everything? Like everything? Come on, you guys. Get some new material.
Hey, you suck. When you're on top of your wife and you're looking her in the eyes, do you use your real name or do you hide like you do when you send in instant feedbacks? You pussy. I hate these little anonymous faggots.
Give a real name or call. You know, what's the number to get in touch with us?
Yeah, we don't give out the number ever.
We don't give out the number enough.
For us, 1-866-313-FREE.
There you go. Now call and be a man and face us. Take your medicine.
Hey, let's say hi to Frank Caliendo officially.
Of course.
You flew all night from what, L.A.?
Phoenix. I moved to Phoenix, so...
Did you move to...
I have two kids now. Life is different.
Oh, wow.
What happened to you?
Well, you know, no more late-night whoring for me.
I mean, congratulations is what I should be saying.
No. I mean, my life is the same as it was.
And Phoenix is... What were you, in the mob?
No, I couldn't stand L.A. anymore.
Program.
It just was terrible. And, you know, once we had the kids, that I decided that, you know, I didn't want to raise them in L.A., so we just moved out to Phoenix, and it's just a lot. Then, you know, we moved out to Phoenix for it to be safer, and as we do that, there's 2 serial killers running loose. So
yeah, but what are the odds?
Well,
serial killers.
All right, they're on Showtime.
It's a little excitement.
You're
and
fine.
It's not like a big city where, you know, you could get clunked over the head with a cinder block by some homeless guy. That's scarier than a serial killer anyway.
You're fine as long as they're not going after impressionists, so don't worry about it.
Who's that guy who does Madden?
Right, I
just
saw your head.
I just kill impressionists. That'd be a great serial
killer. An impressionist bit. So I'm doing my John Madden, and I'm over here, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and then boom. There's a saw going through my head. That's the whole Madden eating a sentence thing. Like,
yeah.
Hey, that predicate tastes better than the subject right there. Put a little prepositional phrase on there. Boom, you got a sharp sentence. He's the Cookie Monster of grammar, isn't it? It's like if he had those eyes that Cookie Monster had, though, they'd get stuck in his eyebrows. Like, I'm looking in 2 different directions at the same time. By the way, when I run out of jokes, it's just that.
That's all you need to do.
Frank, I think about you all the time because John Madden walks around my neighborhood in between games.
Oh, really?
I guess he lives up there during the football season.
Yeah, he lives in that famous building.
Dakota?
The Dakota.
He does live there?
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to figure out where he lives because I see him in the hood all the time. The hood.
The hood. The Upper West Side.
And
is now the hood.
But he's only there during football season, which I find weird. I never see him
I think
in the
he
summer.
Works out of there for the football season. So.
Doesn't he take the Madden Cruiser to the various locations that he has to be?
The Outback Steak Cruiser. That's what it is, the Outback Steak Cruiser.
Is it?
Yeah.
It used to be called the Madden Cruiser, but now it's sponsored.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? Because he's afraid to fly.
Always what I heard is that he's claustrophobic. So he can get out of a car, but he can't get out of, or a bus or something like that, but he can't get out of, a plane in the midair.
You think he just loses it in the bus every so often and pull over and just kind of has to get out?
I've heard that
in the desert somewhere.
I on! You gotta stop, son of a bitch! What is going on? Hold on. And I heard like he'll drink like a 6-pack of beer or something. I don't know if that's true, but I heard that.
Yeah.
He'll just have to down some beer. Okay, let's go. Daddy's ready. Come on.
Let me drive. Yeah. Big bus weaving down the road.
Oh yeah, to the left, to the right. Look out! Listen, there's a midget with tiny hands. I'm gonna eat him.
God,
what a kook.
He walks around the neighborhood and he's just miserable. Always on his cell phone. Walks really slow.
Well, you don't picture John Madden being like a speed walker.
No, he looks like a grouch,
or
though,
a
man.
happy guy clicking his heels up and down.
Feeling carefree.
Yeah.
Speed walking.
He just
Where's the mall? I want to get around here. Lose a couple pounds.
Walks really slow. Never happy.
Wearing a Let's Get Physical headband.
Looks like an oversized
leg warmers.
Oversized leprchaun.
You know that he hates me. He literally
does. He really?
Oh yeah.
Man hates me with a passion. Ever since years ago when on the Kimmel took those when Kimmel was doing the segments on the pregame show and he brought me on and took the pair of hedge clippers to the Madden eyebrows.
Yeah.
And the next day Madden had his eyebrows shaved. Oh yeah. He cleaned them up. You know, you got a little trim right there. My manager went up to him at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago and went, "What do you think of the guy who does the great John Madden impression?" He's like, "I don't like it." "What do you mean you don't like it?" "I don't like it. I should have been Shrek." He didn't say the Shrek thing, but that's probably why he hates me. He'd be perfect as Shrek, wouldn't he? I mean, you got a donkey that sounds like Eddie Murphy over there and a gingerbread man right there. I mean, the gingerbread man is the only guy I know who's made out of the same thing as his house. I mean, you can eat your house and you're probably not a cannibal. I mean, the gingerbread man, the Brett Favre Shrek world right there. Such a freak.
Yeah, he does not enjoy that. Some people really don't like when you do impressions of them, I guess.
Especially if you're on Mad TV doing impressions.
Yeah.
I think it's more okay if you're on Saturday Night Live doing it, because then all of a sudden it's iconic, and then, you know, on Mad TV...
Yeah, you really do it mean-spiritedly.
Yeah,
you know, they're having fun over there. You people are just mean.
Yeah, there is something like that. Like SNL, it's really a weird thing. It's, you know, Mad TV. The only guy that ever liked me doing an impression of him on Mad TV was Rod Roddy, who passed away now. But you remember that from The Price is Right? Come on!
Oh, yeah.
You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. And the joke we did there the first time that he, like, communicated with Mad TV was we did, Mike McDonald was playing Bob Barker. He's like, "You've been gone for a little while, Rod Roddy. Great to have you back." "Thanks, Bob. Of all the guys at that rest stop, who knew it was the sheriff's son?" That's the joke we did. And he wrote back, or his publicist wrote, "Rod really likes this."
I bet he does.
Of course he does.
I bet he did.
"It's fantastic." And I read his publicist letters in his voice, apparently. Yeah. Here's a guy who didn't realize that he was doing the wrong voice for the wrong person. I mean, it happens sometimes.
Watch out.
Frank, by the way, I'm a huge YouTube fan, and you're one of the top...
the Bush Clinton bit that I did on Letterman. I'm actually doing a thing on Letterman tonight.
He's got one of the top comedy bits on YouTube.
Yeah, the thing that the fact that Clinton could lie his way out of anything, look you directly in the eyes and get away with it, be like, "I am not here. You do not see me. I don't know what it is you're looking at, but it is not me. What is here? Isn't here just there without a T? Ladies, I love you." But Bush, I mean, he tries to lie, but he can't. He's got, like, truthful Tourette's or something like that. If the Monica Lewinsky scandal happened to Bush, no way he gets out of it. Put him on the stand. "Mr. President, you have relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky?"
What did they tell me to say here? That was out loud, wasn't it? I cannot believe I said that. There's two kinds of words, inside words and outside words. Inside words stay in, outside words come out. That time an inside word popped out. That was pretty good, man. Goodification.
He's the only president who can answer a question like a 17-year-old girl, too.
Whatever. Whatever.
He really is.
Talk to the fist because the hand don't exist. Boom. Gotcha. You got to duckificate, man. Get your head down. Weeble wobble bobble bobble. You know what I'm saying? Go for it, my friends.
I love that. That swagger, the little lean he does on the podium.
Oh, he looks like he's from the Old West.
Yeah, like leaning on the bar for a drink.
Yeah, give me a whiskey. Because I'm ready to presidentialize, man. Walking around with the spurs on, cha-chang, cha-chang, trying to trick himself, cha-chang, cha-chang. I'm going to kick some ass.
He does. He leans there, he just points at the reporter. "Hey, Bob.
Hey,
Yeah.
You a blind guy. I could care less if you're really blind. Is the sun out?
That is really good.
Did you hear? Did you ever? You saw that?
Oh yeah, of course. With the blind guy.
Why wearing those glasses, man? Is the that big ball of hot gases out? Is that Mr. President, he's blind. Oh, well, I guess my approval rating has disapproved a little bit,
What a tool.
That was a great moment. All right, listen, we got to take a break. Frank Caliendo in studio today. What are you promoting, Frank?
I'm doing something on Letterman tonight.
Very nice.
The other thing is, I've wanted to get in here forever, and it's just I've been out on the West Coast, and I get a lot of emails from people saying, "Hey, you got to call O&A, call O&A." But I always hate those crap. Sometimes it's just crappy phone calls, and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to be in, wherever," and it feels like just a plug with nothing. So I'm like, I got to come in.
The phone call thing is a little rough.
Sometimes the phone can be good, though, if you've been on the show a lot and you interacted and stuff like that a lot. But It's been a long time since I talked to you guys. Yeah. By the way, I'm going to be in Chicago in a couple of weeks. And
there's a guy who knows how to almost work it in, but he made it a little awkward. Chicago Improv. I mean, there he did it again. I would eat that mother fruiter.
Frank, take us to break, as John Madden.
The virus is spreading. I mean, I can feel it going through different parts of my body. One of them I can say on XM. One of them I can't say here. And then boom. We'll be back on the flip side, yo.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're hanging with Frank Caliendo this morning on the Opie and Anthony Show. He's going to be on Letterman tonight. Hopefully you'll be doing some Al Pacino.
Maybe, huh? How's that sound?
How's that for a setup?
Come on. Talking off the air. We didn't get into it on the air. But maybe we will. You never know. You never understand.
One of my favorite sketches I ever did at Mad TV, and there were like 3 over 5 years. And
there's a guy who has a little bit of bitterness. Been there. I understand what you're talking about.
But we did this thing. Will Sasso and I did Al Pacino and Robert De Niro going for ice cream, and it was.
Oh, I remember that.
That was a great bit.
Yeah, like 31 flavors to choose from. This is gonna be tough. What about mint chocolate chip? You like that? I like mint, but I don't like chocolate, especially when it's in the form of little chips. Come on! He yells for no reason.
What happened to him? Over the years.
Screaming. And that's why somebody should cast him as a librarian, just to see what he'd do. Because he's going to start screaming. Everybody's like, shush him. Shh. Where's the B section? Shh. Where is the B section? Shh. And what the hell is the Dewey Decimal System? It's a system created by a guy named Decimal, you ding-dong. Come on, man. Thinkify. Brainificate.
What do you think about Robin Williams? Rehab, he's out now.
Well, if you'd seen RV and you were in it, you'd probably be there too. You know what I'm saying? Come on, play along, grow a beard, get serious. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Bring it down. It doesn't matter if the show's brought down with energy, because usually I'm doing 5 different things at once. It's the Robin Williams theory of comedy. If you don't have a joke, just switch voices. And we're back. See, that's what Frank does. Yeah. He does it. You don't always need a joke when the voice changes. You know what I'm saying? I do know what you're saying. It's like he's eating a sentence there. I heard that before. Okay, come on. Somebody's going to regurge. Let me do it. You know what I'm saying? How many times are you going to say, you know what I'm saying?
Damn,
that is really right on.
Spot on. Jesus Christ.
Hey, we should promote the fact that Matthew Modine is going to be in the studio in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, man. Yes. We haven't said anything about Matthew Modine will be on the show today at 8 o'clock.
I didn't even know Frank was here until I...
What? Hey, wow! There he is!
Of course it is.
Oh, you want to just check out the show? Yeah. Just have him come in. He can't wait.
Yeah.
It's Matthew Modine.
Of course.
Sorry,
I
Frank.
I realize how regular I am.
Sorry, Frank.
I waited for an hour.
Frank waited for an hour. Matthew Modine is...
Hello, Matthew.
His pleasure. Right in.
How you doing?
Take a seat. Get comfy.
I thought Al Pacino was in the building.
I'm here.
Isn't that great?
Matty, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, buddy.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, Frank's going to be on Letterman tonight.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing something odd. It's a very weird thing.
You're doing something odd?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I should... I'd watch it, because it's going to be... I've never done anything like it before.
Ooh.
Intriguing.
With I don't think. Well, I shouldn't say I've never. Letterman's never done anything. I don't think he has. I mean,
so he has you doing something different than a normal appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to reenact some kind of Senator Foley thing, are you? Never done this before.
What if John Madden were Senator Foley? I want to, don't read this out loud. Frank doesn't know where he could go then, so he cut himself off. Censorship is what it's all about, my friends.
Oh, we're loving the Foley stuff, man. Mark Foley is...
So was he?
Yeah,
Until he got caught.
Apparently so. Well, we can't just leave Matthew here to sit.
I'm enjoying being a passive watcher.
Yeah?
Just sitting. Just sitting drinking his coffee. It's like, come on.
This is Full Metal Jacket Week on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I heard you had R. Lee Ermey on.
Yeah.
He was great, man.
He is a blast.
Jimmy's really bummed because he's a huge fan, and he was in Pittsburgh doing comedy.
Pittsburgh. I missed R. Lee Ermey because I was doing Pittsburgh. It was really awful.
Had him on for an hour. Of course, you know he can talk.
I mean, imagine him as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman with a chainsaw in his hands.
Yeah. Exactly.
I saw the commercial. He is just perfect for that role.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
He took me out of it, though. I saw the first one. I'm like, that's R. Lee Ermey. It's Hartman. I couldn't watch him in the first one.
I've seen him in so many other things, though, that it doesn't bother me to see him in another role.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's definitely good.
Burning.
Mm-hmm.
He was great in, what was the Dead Man Walking?
Dead Man Walking.
The father of the girl that murdered.
He's done other things where I could watch him in anything.
This kid was horror. It was weird to see him in a horror film.
Yeah. No, Lee's got some chops.
Yeah. He's pretty candid, too. He was going off about
his father,
family, how they didn't really get along. And
we basically said, tell us about the movie, and we went to a place like, wow, how did we get here? So we're like, so do you get along with your father? He goes, no, I hate him. He basically said he hates his father.
He does enjoy talking.
But we had
which is very cool because you let him talk forever. But, man, I saw you guys. It was, you, D'Onofrio, over at the BAM Center over there in Brooklyn a couple of years back. You were doing a screening of Full Metal Jacket and then a question-answer thing at the end, Q&A. And I was sitting there and I was kind of joking last night with my girlfriend going, I don't have to raise my hand now to ask him a question. We could just sit here. Look at this. I'm on the stage with you.
He's got to just answer it. He just got to answer the question now.
But that was really interesting, that you guys did that.
It was.
Went out, small screenings.
The first time that we had really spoken about the movie since we made the movie.
Yeah.
The two of us to sit, because there wasn't,
it didn't have the
press junket kind of thing.
It didn't really have the cult following that it does now. So to do it at the time, I guess nobody was asking, but now it has such a cult following. People want to know so much about it that they had a small screening there. It was a couple of hundred people, and then a Q&A with you and Vincent D'Onofrio, and it was great. It's just really insightful, funny.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
What's the number one question they ask you about the movie that you're just almost sick of answering?
The first question that everybody asks, what was Stanley like?
Really?
Yeah.
What was Stanley like? So.
Everyone's got their own little interpretation of what Stanley was like.
I kept a diary while I was making the picture, and
I have it.
You have it,
yeah.
And
I have it right here. Look at Jimmy. I have it and a gun.
Never had any intention of publishing a personal diary, but so much time has gone by, and it has a whole life of its own, So it's kind of a wonderful thing because Stanley Kubrick was such an amazing filmmaker to be able to, as a piece of history, as a kind of document of what it was like to be a kid going to work with this incredible filmmaker, and just a little chink in the wall to be able to have a peek at him.
Yeah.
But I think that he'd be really proud of the book. I mean, I wanted the book to have some integrity, something, because he was so fastidious about everything he did that I wanted the book to be something, if he held in his hands, that he would really love and appreciate. And
what made you keep a diary? Most people aren't that insightful. Hey, this is going to be...
playing a journalist. I was out of acting school, and you think, okay, what do I got to do? What, let me get into my role, man. And
wow, what a great thing, though.
He probably does it before he came in today.
Oh yeah,
you put on your Al Pacino underwear, your Frank Madden shirt.
Frank Madden. Is that my life? Did you get that? Doesn't matter, because that's what people call me.
Frank Madden.
That is 90% of my life.
Why
Aren't
not?
you Frank Madden?
But what do you put on to become Bush?
He does the greatest Bush. No one does a better Bush than Frank Caliendo.
Oh man, it's like I got stung by a bee and had an allergic reaction, man. Face puffed up. That's some bad shellfish, you know. I enjoy, Flamitol, Jacquet.
He gets the face going too. He's got the same mouth.
You know, it's what it is. When I say what it is, I don't mean it. You know that saying from the '70s, what Raj would say to Dwayne on what's happening. I mean what it is, actually. You know. And
Jesus Christ,
it's really creepy.
Do some promos. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony show. These guys are FCC approved.
Well, thank you.
Sort of.
Finally.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
thanks
really.
for that stamp of approval, Mr. President.
Yeah. Well, FCC does have a couple letters in it. The words you can't say.
No global warming in this studio.
No
global warming anywhere. I don't know where you been, man. It's cold out. There's no global warmification. Al Gore is nuts. He's in the cuckoo tree. You know? He lives up there with a couple of monkey people. Just swinging from the trees, talking about a heat wave. It's truly ridiculified.
Someone asked us yesterday. I got an email about us going to Chicago.
Yeah, they want us in Chicago.
They want us in Chicago in December, and I said, how long does Al Gore say it's going to take for this global warming to kick in? Because if it's under 2 months, I'm out. I'm not going to Chicago in the winter.
Chicago is disgusting in August.
Yeah, that's fall.
Al Gore's crazy, man. He is. Hey. Global warming. He said this internet thing would be big. No, that's happening.
It's a fad, right?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the environment is still here. Look around you. You know, we're all in our habitat, living inside the middle of the environment. It's not going anywhere. We don't live on Mars or some.
You're very smart, Mr. Bush.
I've been working out mentally.
Have you?
Yeah, books and book-like things, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I kind of doubt you read those books that the White House spokespeople say that you're reading. Oh, it's books on tape.
Books on CD. Books on DVD, so you see the pictures, too. Slideshow on DVD. Man.
Isn't books on DVD just really a movie?
Yeah, but not as good. I came up with something for that.
It's so creepy. It really is. Anyway, Matthew Modine in studio.
Yes.
By the way, can I say this too? I noticed I got still pictures taken of me, but the movie camera came out for him.
Well, duh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You just realize your place. Not that it's wrong. I'm okay with it. It's funny to me that
Frank waited an hour. You waited 15 seconds. He gets the still pictures, and Matthew Modine gets the movie camera.
I found that the key.
Yes.
I found that the key is just get on the other side of the glass so they see you. But I probably would have. They'd be like, "Oh, look, Frank's here. He's coming on." And
I know I got a button for a shade that goes right down.
It's when you come up to the glass and you've been in a movie we've seen 500 times and still watch it again.
I was watching it the other night after Arlie Ermy came in. I was so depressed I missed it. I just had to put it on for a little while.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite scenes is when after your blanket party pile. Just when you're listening to him cry, the hands over the ears, what a great shot that is.
Creepy.
Really creepy. The little light bluish gray lighting, and you just covering your ears.
Was that a lot of Kubrick, or was that you just, I don't want to have to say I am a genius and I was doing everything like that, but did he really help you with that role? Was he very hands-on with what you did in that, or?
No.
No? No. It was pretty much,
my
hey,
favorite
go at it,
direction
guys.
I ever got from Stanley was, Matthew, you're not going to do it that way, are you?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, you do it hundreds of times. I mean, over and over and over again, and so then you'd try something different, and he'd say, what was that? You did it differently that time. I said, well, yeah, you didn't like the last 20, so I thought I'd try something different. I never said I didn't like the last 20.
Oh, man, how intimidating is that?
Why are we doing 22 then? And he's, because I don't know. And
I don't know.
Would you just start sweating?
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine the intimidation of Kubrick saying something like that.
Intimidating, man.
Wow.
What was the hardest scene? What was the most takes in the scene you did in the entire film? Because there's like legendary stories about him and Scatman Crothers in The Shining.
Yeah.
Trying to get that one shot, where he did like 80 takes.
They would erase the slate so you wouldn't have that number. And so we didn't measure things in numbers of takes. We'd measure things in numbers of days. So they're at the wall there when we were about to send 8-Ball into the town where he gets shot by the sniper. At that wall, we were at the wall for a month.
A month?
Yeah, that's an independent film. A month.
That scene where all you guys are laid out. You're under the wall, taking cover.
Yeah.
A month.
I come up to Cowboy.
Jesus
I come up to Cowboy. They're looking at the map, and I say, "What's the matter? We lost." And he tells me to shut up. From that point to when we make that movement into the square was a month.
And how long is that on film, would you say?
I think it might be 3 minutes of film. 3 minutes.
How long did the whole film?
It's a lot like that at Saturday night, isn't it?
God.
Oh, yeah, I once did 3 takes. John Madden popcorn bit.
That is almost unjustifiable if it wasn't Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Arliss Howard, who played Cowboy, said, "I don't care if this is the greatest scene in the history of film. I will curse this scene till I die."
Wow.
I will not.
How long did the whole film
Just
take?
for continuity reasons, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, was your hair longer at the end of the scene, or like?
You know what? It was wintertime. We were filming in London. That was the place called Beckton Gas Works, and there was breath coming out of our face. So they got those big football heaters. They look like jet engines on the sidelines, but they're too noisy, so you can't record sound. So they get that flex duct, that aluminum shiny stuff, and they put the things really, really far away, and then put the ductwork in our faces, blowing hot air. Now, Mr. Bush would know this. That if you superheat air with gas, what's going to come out the other end is going to be carbon.
Mono or dio?
Carbon dioxide. So you got
that wasn't where I was going.
100 yards of flex ducts with hot air blowing carbon dioxide in your face, and we couldn't figure out why people were passing out and losing their voices and getting sick to their stomach. I suggested that might be the carbon dioxide blowing in our faces, and don't be silly.
Yeah. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
Well, that is amazing. A month.
Yeah.
Oof.
And the whole movie took what?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say why we had the jets. It was because we had frost coming out of our mouths. So we tried to hide it because it's supposed to be Vietnam, right?
Yeah. It's not going to be very chilly on a Vietnam day.
You're wearing combat fatigues and there's snow on the ground.
Yeah.
It was the
that'd be a
jungle.
problem.
Look a little silly.
It wasn't good.
Was it an 8-month shoot, the whole thing?
I was in England for almost 2 years. Yeah, from start to finish. But
when did you know?
The actual filming was about like if you put day to day, if you put them back to back, it was probably 10 months. Lee Ermey got in a horrible car accident. He was out in the biggest forest in the world, a place called Epping Forest, and he's around Christmas time looking for Chinese takeout. We don't know what he was really doing out there in the forest, but he got in a car accident, and the steering wheel trapped him into the car. His chest was crushed, and he was really suffering through that whole boot camp thing because he had to, imagine saying all that stuff and you got broken ribs and then his throat started bleeding and then they brought a doctor in and started spraying some kind of steroids in his throat so that he could speak.
Wow.
So when
just
he gets
made
in
him
your face and
angrier.
starts yelling, you got a combination of cigarettes, coffee, blood, and now some frightening steroid thing, and he's getting in your face going, "What's your major malfunction?" And spittle all over your face, and it's just like, just hit me, please, and let's get this over with.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the order of the filming? Did it? I'm sure it didn't go exactly like.
No, we did all the Vietnam stuff, and then we came back and did the boot
first,
camp.
and then did the boot camp.
Lee Ermey was hired to be the technical advisor on the film. He wasn't meant to be the actor, and he was auditioning extras, and when Stanley saw how fantastic he was auditioning people and just kind of making stuff up, that it would be foolish not to use somebody with such a tremendous talent.
I said that was amazing when he was in just that one shot, without a cut, him rambling through his speech at the beginning, just going around the guys in the barracks without a cut.
He worked hard. I mean, he worked really, really hard at that.
That's rough. Me and Opie know, having filmed our television commercial.
That's right, Andy.
Having to say 3 words, and there's 8 billion outtakes on a gag reel for 3 words. I can imagine Arlie Ermy walking around like that and saying so much dialogue in one, and a Kubrick shot. So I can only imagine how many times he got it right, but, maybe something went out of focus for a second and had to be done all over again.
Arliss Howard used to joke that he had a butt plate in his head. I don't know if you can swear on this.
You can do whatever you want. They'll figure it out down the hall.
Yeah, they'll figure it out down the hall.
There's a line in the film where he says, you're the kind of guy that fuck a guy in the ass and not even have the goddamn courtesy to give him a reach around.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that one's not okay.
Mr. Bush?
Thank you, Mr. Bush.
I'll check with it. But,
thank you.
I will let you know.
It's just going to make me very happy to read later on that Matthew Modine got dumped out on our show.
Saying
dump sheet.
That's pretty cool.
Mr. Bush is here, there won't be any fines imposed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the dump report, my friends.
But yeah, that came out of nowhere. Lee Ermey went up. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know what lines he was supposed to say, and it just kind of, that just came out. And you try to get a mental picture of what it was that he just said while you're standing there at attention, and then you realize what it was. And
man,
how do you just not laugh your ass off?
Hey, when did you know you were going to be in a classic? When did it hit you? Did it hit you during the filming, or when it started getting reviewed? Or?
No, you don't know something like that till
you actually
4 years
see
after it's come out.
Right.
I mean, because films. I mean, go back and look at Rocky. Rocky was one of the most inspirational, fantastic films ever, and it's a classic. But you go back and look at it now, and it's like pasted together really poorly. I don't know if it's because Sylvester Stallone became Sylvester Stallone, or. I mean, but you loved Rocky. I mean, him swallowing those eggs and
yeah.
And you go back and look at that film, and it doesn't work.
I preferred Paulie throwing the turkey out the window.
He's fantastic in it.
I was always
wonderful.
Partial
Another
to the
one
pet shop scene.
Burt Young.
Burt Young.
That was part 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, when she drops the feed bag, falls face first. One of my favorite actors ever, who I still feel should be doing the same role, just entire films by himself, is the old Colonel. What's that, some kind of sick joke? Please tell me you just talk to him all the time. He's all I'd want to do is just talk to him.
Yeah, that guy. You couldn't talk to him. He was. Maybe he's what they call one of those method actors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was. He was a colonel. Was a colonel. There was no talking to him.
Come on in for the big win.
Yeah.
Jimmy, do the God line.
All I've ever asked from my Marines, they obey my orders as they would the word of God. God. Oh, he was the greatest. I would just want him. I want to take a trip with him and just let him talk to me and tape it. Guy rules.
Yeah, when that came out, I guess, was that the same year as Platoon, or?
I think 87.
No, 87. Yeah, because
I think Platoon came out 85. Yeah,
85. So I remember there was there another movie that came out that was Hamburger Hill. That was it that came out, and people were kind of comparing the two. Yeah. Remember that one, but
well, we know who won that battle.
Yeah,
and the most famous line out of the film probably is the hooker. I mean, the most famous single line is "Me So Horny."
God,
the Two Live Crew song.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she was was she like a regular chick? She wasn't like an actress, was she?
That was probably the first rap
song
that crossed over into white America.
Yeah.
Me so horny.
No one knew the line.
Yeah. She was a character. There's a whole chapter devoted to her in my book.
Really?
Okay.
Tubu cool. Fantastic.
Well, love to talk about your past forever, but what are you doing? What you working on?
I'm in here today to encourage every New Yorker, because I don't think it's open across the country. It's just three theaters in the in New York. A film called Kettle of Fish with Gina Gershon, who's quite extraordinary in her own right.
The lovely Gina Gershon.
Gina Gershon. Yeah. She got a pretty mouth, doesn't she?
Certainly does.
What's the movie about?
It's it's not a movie that we haven't seen before. It's a story about a guy trying to fall in love, trying to make a commitment, trying to he's a jazz musician, he's a player, a different girl every night, every weekend, and he decides that he's getting a little bit too old for that. And maybe it's time to find a good girl and settle down, you know. And so what does he do? He pursues a woman who's just got married. So that's, you know, something that would never work. So he can say, well, I'm a loser and I better go back to my old ways. And he sublets his apartment to Gina Gershon, and there comes the love story. So it's the same meat and potatoes, but it's a different gravy. And it's a really charming picture. Yeah. And Gina Gershon is fun to look at. She's really funny in the movie. It was a real pleasure to work on it. There's a wonderful new actress, Christy, that's in it that will excite a lot of your young male audience. And then there's Matthew Modine that you can watch. Of course. Wonder, like, why is he not in a military movie?
It's weird not seeing you standing by a toilet with a rifle pointed at you. I watch little moments like that because, you know, I've done a little acting too. And to watch like a real actor work, like there's a scene where you're fixing his, where you're getting D'Onofrio ready and you're just fixing his collar and you're not looking at him, and the loathing for him that you're giving off, and he picks up on it and goes, "You hate me," is just so great. I'm such an overacting ass. I would look at him and open my eyes and go, "Grr," just so like the audience knew that I hated him.
Not know what to do with your hands.
Yeah, I would just, you know, growl at him. But it's just great to watch a real actor. Like, there's little weird moments. It's just nice.
Yeah, D'Onofrio's a guy that, like, everybody kind of knew him as that guy from that role when he started. I think he had done a couple of things beforehand, but not anything really standout like that. Might have been his first role.
His first role. And they did Mystic Pizza.
But he came out of that and then got back into, I guess, the shape he was in. And I remember watching, I guess it was Adventures in Babysitting, and he played the Thor character. And I couldn't place who the hell that guy was. And for the whole movie, I'm sitting there going, who is that guy? He looks familiar, but he's like he had worked out. He was huge. He was all buff and everything.
Steve Guttenberg put muscles on.
Yeah, that's
Howdy Doody with muscles.
Howdy Doody with muscles. It was and then I'm like, oh my God.
Saturday Night Live, they got one of those muscly bodies.
Who's what?
The guy that used to do Saturday Night, they put on.
Oh, Joe Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo.
Oh, God,
yeah. It's frightening.
It's frightening when a comic kind of gets like that. Like Carrot Top Carrot Top can kick anyone's ass.
What pecs he has? That guy,
who
what
would
a body
know
on him.
I thought that was
Carrot Top could kick your ass. He's really like that.
I have a photo with him, and he's got his arm around me, and he has an open shirt, and you can look in and see his chest muscles, and you have to look.
It's not right.
Oh, it isn't.
Muscles?
Really bothersome.
I'm just thinking, if you're Carrot Top, you gotta be able to kick anyone's ass. Because you're Carrot Top.
He's a big dude, too.
Yeah.
He's like
the real
6'5" or something, isn't he?
No, he's tall. I don't remember. He's not that big, but he's...
Hey, before we let Matthew go, we got to go to Jim in Massachusetts. A lot of people want to talk about...
Jim.
What Jim's going to say here. Jim, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew Modine. I'm a huge fan. Full Metal Jacket was practically one of my inspirations for joining the Marines. And Jimmy Norton, I'm just a huge fan. You're fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
And the O&A virus is definitely spreading through mass. You know, I mean, I listen every morning, and you guys are great.
What a poignant call.
All-encompassing call.
You want to say that Vision Quest is the best movie of all time. There you go. That's what he really wanted to say.
Does it bother you that Full Metal Jacket is the one? I mean, that's obviously, I mean, you're in one of the, just such a classic, but is that, like, as an artist, you like, I kind of don't always talk about that movie. I did other stuff.
No, it's
cool.
No,
it's not like he was in the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. No, but you know, I mean, a lot of people don't.
I loved the Memphis Belle.
Yeah.
Thought that was great.
No, it depends on where you go. If you go to a Ranger game or a Yankee game, people, Vision Quest, you know, shoot. Nobody wants to wrestle, shoot. And they know lines from the movies. And you're a bleeder, Loudon. You can't hold your mud. So, I mean, it's you know, that and Memphis Belle.
Yeah.
And some people, it's Pacific Heights, you know, with Michael Keaton. And
that was a creepy
That was a great movie.
Creepy movie, yeah.
Oh, my God, I forgot you.
Yeah.
All right. You were the husband.
Yeah.
Wow, he was a creep in that one.
Some people, and the band played on because it was such an important movie, and, you know, for helping people to realize that AIDS wasn't something that had a sexual preference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And the band played on.
That was years ago, like right when everybody started to get recognition of the whole thing. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, did D'Onofrio and Army ever like eat lunch together? Like, is there photos of them chit-chatting? Because you can't picture those two exchanging a cordial word ever. After only seeing them in the film, were they like friendly off camera?
I kind of remember during the interview you did after the movie that they didn't quite hit it off that well.
No, I don't think so. No, I mean, the only interchange that I remember Vince having with Lee Ermey was that in the beginning. Remember when Lee Ermey slaps me in the beginning of the movie? He kept slapping me, and you don't want to slap somebody, so it's like a miss. And he had a shoulder problem, so he would slap me, and it would look like a miss. And then 6 out of 10 times he would slap me across the face. And Stanley go, no, we got to go again. It looked like a miss. I said, no, he hit me. Look at my teeth are loose. And he goes, no, we got to go again. And he goes, well, the angle doesn't work. Let's change the angle. And so then we did another day of filming with him slapping me from the other side of the face. So I got slapped in the face about 2 dozen times. And the whole thing, the person who sells a punch is not the guy throwing the punch, it's the guy taking the punch. So you got to throw your head. So my neck was killing me, and I was whining about it. And so when it came Vince's turn, when he says, what side of your face is that? Your left. And what side of your face is that? My right. Because he can't remember his right from his left.
Yeah.
So Vince remembered how many days it took to get that with me. And so he just went over to Lee and he said, look, I want you to slap me across the face. And I want you to slap me really good because I want it to be over with. And then he went into Kubrick and said, I want him to slap me. And then Lee Ermey went over to Stanley and said, listen, he wants me to slap him. He goes, yeah, slap him. And so when Vince gets slapped in the movie, he gets slapped so hard his hat spins around on his head. Yeah. But it was over. That
was it.
Yeah, he slaps.
You only had to take one good
one.
You
can really tell, too.
That was a dead-on slap in the face. There was no way to fake that.
And that horrible slap that you go, oh, that's going to leave a mark.
D'Onofrio's reaction, too, is more than just acting. Like, he's holding in actual pain. Yeah. And delivering his line.
Yeah. Vince looks actually like he got slapped by his father and is about to start crying.
Right, yeah.
He probably peed a little bit in his pants when it happened.
I always thought the best slap ever was Kiss of Death, Richard Widmark. Do you remember? You ever see that where he slaps the little fat man in the face? He says the kitchen's closed, and his hand is so sleek, and he crisply slaps the other man across the face. And then I saw that, and I'm like, no, that's got to take first prize.
It was when De Niro De Niro and Chris Walken and Somehow, somehow.
Oh God!
Oh my God, Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
Those
man,
are the craziest slaps.
Oh yeah, he's just getting more and more pissed with
making him play Russian roulette.
Yeah, yeah, that'll piss you off.
Well, we got to get Matthew out of here. He's got you got interviews all day. They're saying we got you to right about now.
Yeah,
this was fun.
Man,
I want to leave.
Couldn't have been happier to have
you. Like doing radio. This is like coming over to some guy's house.
That's what we try to do.
Hanging.
Yeah.
It's a hang. We try to do a hang.
Unfortunately, we want to talk about, Full Metal Jacket more than I'm sure you want
7
to.
7 o'clock in the morning, so we're having coffee instead of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Well, come back and see us.
All right, I'll come back.
And wait, the movie is called it's Kettlefish. And it opens in New York City. And it says and select cities. Only 3 here in the city.
Yeah.
Theaters. And when does it open? Ever since Friday.
Yeah, you probably can look online and find it. But, yeah, it's playing at 3 cities here in New York. This is a really important weekend. I encourage every New Yorker to come out and please come out and see the film. That'd be great.
Starring Matthew Modine and Gina Gershon.
The lovely.
And
Gina Gershon.
She really is fantastic. Yeah. Good luck, man. We're really, really happy you came in.
She's really sorry. She wished she could have come in today. She loves you guys. She loves the show. She's in Ireland working, and she just texted me from Dublin saying that she wishes that she was here.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Wow, someone got a text from Gina Gershon right near me.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. You feel kind of warm and fuzzy all over.
And that someone is Matthew Modine.
Yeah. So we got to thank Matthew Modine for stopping in. We got to take a break here. Thank you, Matthew.
All right.
Thanks so much.
We greatly appreciate it. More with Frank Caliendo after the break. It's the ONA virus spreading across America. Yeah, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Very busy morning. Frank Caliendo in studio. He's going to be on Letterman tonight. I came out of the bathroom and Matthew Modine was telling some hell of a story.
That was great.
I only got to hear the end of it.
It's in his book, which I would recommend, even though I haven't read it. But I'm going out and getting it. Jimmy's got it.
It's called Full Metal Jacket with the word diary over metal in red by Matthew Modine. It's
so much better than a memoir because he did it. He wrote it as he was making the movie.
While he was doing it, and it's a big a picture book with diary entries and dialogue, and it's a big metal book. It's really great. It's a big metal book called Full Metal Diary.
I'm trying to talk about how nice and insightful it is because it was done as he was doing it because his character was a journalist, so he figured he would use some of that in his act. And a big metal book.
No, I'm just
big metal book, pretty silver book is.
I'm only saying that so people know what to look for in the store.
Heavy, Jimmy.
Heavy.
I'll tell you what I found really cool about him was he had the actor thing where he's almost like in slow motion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was like talking to you and not like a lot of times actors are just freaky where they don't seem to be communicating.
Yeah.
But when he would look at you in the eyes, he would pierce you.
It was creepy.
It was like, look,
I kept looking away because I'm like, man, he's really looking right at me.
It's
man.
like also it's more like he's thinking about what he's saying than just trying to be too cool for the room or something.
And looking directly into your soul. I think that's what I was scared about.
Yeah.
I hope it was like he can see it.
I'm like, hey, I don't want you to see that.
Don't look at that.
Right. What was the story he was telling though?
It was about him and D'Onofrio.
Yeah,
having a little problem on set.
So the rumor is true because we should have asked him. We forgot about that.
I didn't even know about it.
I didn't either.
I didn't know about it. I really didn't.
It was coming. Honestly, it was coming through the feedback, and I don't know.
It's in the in his book. They had a problem on the set after about a year in of filming, and this thing went on for 2 years. So they had a problem on the set. It sounded innocent enough. Guys joking around a little on the set, and Kubrick asked Matthew to if he's ready for the scene, and he said, yeah. Something about fooling around. What did I miss? I'm really telling this well.
He was goofing around with the...
told it in the Bush voice. That would have made perfect
Fooling
sense.
around with the English guys.
Right, the English guys.
Vinny D. He didn't think he should be fooling around because it's a serious film. You can't go up there and tell jokes in the midst of an Iraqistanian war.
Iraqistanian.
Try and be funny. You got to go out there and do what it is that you're doing, and that's what...
basically they hated each other.
Yeah, from that point on, they really had a problem.
And
it shows in the movie.
Yeah.
There's scenes that they're doing together where it's obvious that there's no love lost there.
Well, when he was fixing his collar, he goes, that's how you get that look, because I hated the guy at that moment in time.
They're talking about how they were, on a daily basis, ready to kick each other's ass.
But now they have no problem. They're fine with each other, but back in the day. Let's say hi to Craig in Jersey. Craig, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, Craig.
I've been with you for a long time, and you guys have your interviewing skills with these guys like Edward Norton and this morning with Matthew Modine. Let me tell you, man, you get behind the guy, and it's some of your best radio you do when these guys come in. I love it, man.
Oh, look at us.
Oh, my God.
What a compliment.
Thank you.
Especially little Jimmy. He kind of gets into it because, he does some acting as well.
Of course he does.
You know what it is people like Matthew and myself, we just connect. We connect on a level. We've all worked with people. I didn't work with Stanley, but there was talks. And then
Stanley.
Yeah,
Mr.
I wanted to chime in a couple times, but I wanted to keep your audio clean with him a little bit because I almost wanted to go, that movie is your John Madden, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm just like you.
Yeah, anytime you try to make it sound like I can relate to that because of this, and it just doesn't stack up to Full Metal Jacket or, The Godfather or something, other huge, giant, iconic thing.
It was kind of cool how he tried to draw me in with different voices, though. Isn't that what President...
Did you notice he thought you were from SNL?
He did say Saturday night.
I kind of just let that one slide.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would let people believe that.
All right.
Why not?
Makes me feel more important.
Let's go to Dwight at West Palm. Dwight.
He's got it on his resume.
Yeah. Hey, Dwight. We lose Dwight?
I don't know. Everything is on.
I hear you, Dwight.
What's up, Dwight?
You're in a submarine.
All right, Dwight. Thanks for the call.
Dwight's on a delay.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Dwight.
I'm taking your call because little Jimmy's going to the Improv in West Palm Beach this weekend.
Tonight through Saturday.
Yeah, he's leaving today. What's up, Dwight?
Hey, how you doing, guys? I'm sorry. Listen, I just wanted y'all guys to know I'm originally, I've listened to Howard Stern before, and since y'all guys been on since, I think it was like 5 months, you said yesterday, I've just been stuck on y'all, because like y'all guys say, it's like a virus. And,
You ought to use that.
This is the worst promo for our show.
That was genius.
Thank you, Dwight.
It's just, I just wanted y'all guys to know that, with Jimmy Norton and, what y'all guys talk about and everything, it just keeps me hooked. So
all right,
I really appreciate it.
All right,
thank you. Great. Thank you, Dwight from beautiful West Palm, where I would go in December.
Yeah, go see Jimmy at the Improv this weekend.
Can you take a call from Chicago, where I'll be at the Chicago Improv next week?
Ooh.
Next week? Very good.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now.
Again, perfectly slid in plug, man.
you work it in.
Wow.
Slide it in, take it out, boom, you're done.
Can we take a call from Chicago? So I'm going to be there.
Well, that was great. That was great by him, and then I just,
it worked.
Let's give away a MacBook.
Find something, man.
Ooh, a MacBook.
We got to give away a MacBook. We had this contest, Frank. It was beyond exciting. I gotta tell you.
Do it like Matthew would have done. We had this contest, President Bush.
It was just unbelievable, the entries we got for this. It was.
You're talking much too fast, yeah.
Wow. No, I can't.
But then to work in
voices.
don't say Frank, say President Bush.
Yeah, it was amazing.
We're looking for a 30-second production piece about the Opie and Anthony show. The best 5 get MacBooks.
Sounds easy.
Wow, just exciting.
We've gotten hundreds of responses that are just horrific. Just not even so bad that they're good. Just bad. And it's so hard for our poor staff to go through this. I think about it when I'm out cruising around in my sports car. I think about how awful it must be for you to sit there after hours, after 11:01 when I'm out the door, and you guys are working diligently to find something good.
Well, here's today's winner.
Let's hear it.
It's Matt M.
Predators scouring the internet. Up next, you may be surprised who exactly does come calling.
What do you do for a living, Jim? No, look, I'm a comedian. I'm working at the Cellar.
So you were going to do what exactly with 13-year-old Jessie?
See, what I do is I redden the bottom, then you just gently rub, and then when she's relaxing, you smack her again.
You get into very graphic detail about what you want to do to her.
I'll smell armpits. I'll lick armpits.
And you won't believe what else he admits.
I have a virus.
All right, bravo. I like that. He took Jimmy's pornographic little talk about something that he had done. I think it was a spanking thing. And combined it with the Dateline Predator special that is oh so popular.
Have you guys talked about this, the fact that on that show, they never stop eating the cookies?
No. It's like Predators love cookies, these pedophiles.
Do you realize what you're doing? Hold on. Is this...
Well, I'm Chris Hansen.
This is really good.
Now, you wanted to have sex with this girl.
Are these raisins?
Really? Finish your cookie. He comes out of nowhere. So, finish your cookies.
Right.
No, stay right there. Stay right there.
Leave my pants off?
Yeah, keep the pants off. Are those famous Amos chocolate chips? I love those. Let me join you in that. No, you're trying to have sex with this young girl.
They're really good cookies.
These are delicious, I must say. They're fantastic.
I always thought
it's now our crew is going to come out now and film you as you. Crew, can I finish this cookie first? Well, please, go, hand me another. I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline.
Would you like some milk?
You want some milk? I gotta wash it down. It's sticking to the roof of my mouth.
I'll go into the fake fridge here and get us some milk for our cookies.
I want to wash it down, but I just don't want to get rid of this cookie.
Oh! I would love if he's kind of imposing, but I always thought even somebody different, and this is an impressionist bit, but wouldn't it be great like a Jim Rome comes in there? What are you doing? What is going on that plate? You're eating the cookies, and you're trying to boink a underage kid. That is ridiculous. That is something you should not do. What are you thinking? Not cool.
Now, I'm reading the transcript here, and where it says, I'd like to eat your cookie, I now realize you should just be let go, and I'm sorry you've been brought into this, because obviously you are just here for the cookies.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're all perfectly smooth sugar cookies. Nothing on them to sully the flavor or appearance.
Right.
All right, here's the deal. We got to congratulate Matt M., today's winner. Yeah, he won the unbelievable new MacBook. It has everything you need to explore all your creative possibilities, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Now you can create your own music, movies, and websites. It's so much easier than using a PC. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out for yourself. The last winner will be tomorrow, I guess. The final MacBook.
That's right.
All right, we went long with Matthew Modine, so we gotta go to a break again. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Real fast though, Rob, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Stanley Kubrick actually has the record in the Guinness Book of Records for the most takes ever done for one scene. Actually, in The Shining, the scene where Jack Nicholson's busting through the door and Shelley Duvall's in the bathroom, he did that 147 times. So he he's actually very anal with his shooting.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
He isn't now.
No, now he's just dead.
Yeah.
That's all I got, guys. So I'll punch it out.
Thank you. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're hanging with Frank Caliendo today. By the way, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Paul wants to say hi to Frank. Paul from Brooklyn, what's up?
Yeah, Frank, listen, I got to thank you very much. Thanks to one of your imitations that I downloaded on iPod, I got lucky several times with women.
What is
Which
that?
one?
John Madden? Hey, you look sexy,
no, the Sean Connery one. Your Sean Connery routine. I imitated a little bit, but not as good as you, sir. But I got to tell you, every time I've done that, especially when he starts acting like Austin Powers, I've gotten lucky every time.
Really?
Lucky?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm the key to that box known as the lady.
Yeah.
You know, you guys do a little bit of Sean Connery. Go ahead.
I've got a license to thrill, and I'll use it. How's that? Is that what you're looking for? Is that making you happy?
Oh, it's making me horny, baby.
And that gets you lucky?
Dear sweet.
That's getting you tail? That's getting you poo-ha.
Is she in the fatty fat contest or whatever?
Wow, yeah.
Try to believe it, baby.
Wow, that's you know what? You close your eyes. I'm thinking...
I know. It's amazing.
You close your eyes.
But then again, I don't have to close my eyes because he's on the phone, so I'm just thinking that it's got to be you. All right, Paul, thank you. What's the website, by the way, Frank?
FrankCaliendo.com. Still got MaddenGuy.com. And I got all those downloadable ringtones.
You really?
Oh, yeah. I whore it out big. And these are all free, actually. It's just a way to get people to the website.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get them to buy stuff
free. It's not like Metallica where they're charging $3 for... you got one available? No, huh?
Well, if you really want.
I want to hear the worst one.
Wait, here's one I have. I have like President Bush on there going, ring, 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 ring. Hey, your phone's ringing, man. I'm trapped inside your phone. I must have been shrinkificated, but I'm still El Presidente. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was at Ralph's in L.A. and somebody had one of my Pacino ringers. I'm not kidding you.
Wow,
it's like,
must have been.
You got a phone call. You got a phone call. Answer it.
And I walked up to the guy, and I'm like, I'd answer that if I were you, because he wasn't getting. He just looked at me like I'm a freak. I'm like, here's a guy who does that voice.
I'm the guy on your phone right now. No, you're not.
See, I like ringtones.
He's taller.
But see, here's the problem. After that great Al Pacino ringtone you just did, then you're supposed to go, hey, well, this is Frank Caliendo, and I just did the Al Pacino, and your phone's still ringing. Like, why would you tag it?
I know, tag it.
That's what
with
Metallica's doing, because you get a nice riff.
Master! Your wife's calling. Pick up the phone.
It's the whole, music people trying to tell jokes. That's always... comedians always want to be rock stars, and rock stars always want to be comedians. It's a weird thing, but...
Here's another actual Metallica phone ringtone.
Sad but true. Your mom's on the phone. James from Metallica says, pick up the phone!
See, you don't need to say James from Metallica. How about maybe it would work?
Hi, this is Al Pacino, and save $3. Don't get those Metallica ringtones. Go to FrankCaliendo.com, MaddenGuy.com, if you really like to whore it out. Save $3.
I have a ringtone that I'm doing. Oh. It will encourage people to answer the phone quickly.
Okay.
It just goes, I have kitty porn on my computer. I have kitty porn on my computer. I have kitty porn on my computer.
Oh, that would be a fun one to download onto someone's phone, wouldn't it?
I'm getting
Without
that today.
Their knowledge.
I'm getting that today. Danny, take my phone. I want that on my as a
Chris
ringtone.
Hansen.
Good cookie. That's gonna make me laugh.
You love the cookie thing.
Yeah, that's gonna make me laugh all day. That's a good bit because you're right. You picked up on some. They're all about the cookies.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a seat right there? I'm Chris Hansen.
Hi, Chris.
What?
Hi.
Oh, I couldn't understand you. Your mouth is full of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are you enjoying here? We put out a whole platter for the pedophiles. They really seem to enjoy the cookies when they're thinking about having sex.
Well, with the nuts here?
Have you tried these Oreos?
We're filling them now.
Actually, they're the Hydrox, not the Oreos, which I don't enjoy as much. And I guess Hydrox to me would be like an overaged girl. As opposed to the Oreo, which is like the young teen girl, which with you're here to have sex.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, when you're done eating the cookies, we'll bring in the police.
Okay. We're not in a state where they where you can have weapons on you, where they can jump me outside, are we?
Yes, we are. They're right outside waiting. So as soon as you're done with the cookies, we'll
I don't have
be
a gun
arresting
on me
you.
or anything. I just have some delicious.
It's been about an hour.
He's still eating the cookies.
Why do they bring these kid touchers so many goddamn cookies?
Hey, do we have time to see what Karen Meyer is all about today? Frank, you might want to leave the program for about 15 minutes.
Uh-oh.
This is where we show our ugly side.
I love it. Do you remember years ago when you guys were out in New York before? I remember you used to get emails when I'd come on and be like, see, this is what your show could be. It's pleasant with Frank Kelly and
Oh, yeah.
It's not as angry and mean and dirty.
Yeah,
Why do you have to go and be mean?
Well, we discovered this reporter out of Chicago. She's on TV. Her name is Karen Meyer. We can't get enough of her. The problem is she is deaf, and she's on TV.
Well, they've for years they've taken the Asian reporter and done the Asian stories, the black reporter for the black stories, Hispanic stories, and she does the handicapped stories. And so they've gotten a deaf woman to do this, and it's a little awkward.
And
would it be better with the midget with the hands coming out?
I would think the midget trying to hail a cab would be better. Yes.
Or to have ringtones from that little nothing.
Oh.
Someone's calling. Can you answer for me? My hands don't reach my ears. And then just a dull thud of something striking his little head.
Oh. Well, Karen Meyer out of Chicago reports on beauty program. That's not bad, right? Deaf reporter reporting on a beauty program.
Now, why a beauty program if she does the handicapped stories?
Well, it's for girls with spinal cord injuries.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, no.
We're the only ones that will tell it like it is. This is a freak show for the people out there. They're not trying to get anything done.
Oh, boy.
It's basically turn on your TV, stare, and laugh.
What do you do?
Oh, jeez.
How do you doll up somebody with spinal cord injury?
I don't know.
Why would you? Just paint those little toenails.
Oh.
On the end of those dangling turnip roots.
Oh.
This is the sideshow.
Oh.
They banned sideshows. Now it's on TV for you.
Yeah.
But they hide behind the, things like they might be doing something important.
And you really can't understand a word she's saying, by the way.
No.
Do they subtitle her? Yeah, they do.
This is probably the greatest find in Opie and Anthony history, this Karen Meyer out of Chicago.
Big in Chicago.
She's huge in Chicago.
Well, who's going to be in Chicago?
Oh, me.
Jesus, Frank.
Well, I was.
Here's the ball. Take it and run.
I was trying to think. Yeah, the improv, improv.com.
Right.
Also, you can get your Jim Norton tickets there, too.
You can leave Frank Mariano at the improv in Chicago.
Great. They all show up at an Outback house.
I was just thinking about how you're the same thing with Springer, where you're trying to drive up his ratings. You're probably driving up hers.
Yeah, sure.
Too. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's interesting.
We're not going to sit here and pretend that this is like real journalism.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff you're supposed to watch and laugh at.
Real journalism has cookies.
Yeah, there you go. Here's Karen Meyer reporting on beauty program for girls with spinal cord injuries.
Looking good always makes you feel better.
That's true. A former patient at Shriners Hospital for Children established a beauty week to help teenage girls who have spinal cord injuries.
What?
You hear the banter?
Yeah.
There, Frank? I like letting Frank in on this, or any new listeners. You hear the banter?
Yeah.
I defy you to tell me when the deaf reporter starts talking.
It's almost... there's almost no difference.
Right.
Yeah.
You hear the banter, and then somebody comes on, and she's the deaf reporter.
We don't even know if she's really deaf or if she's faking it.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looking good always makes you feel better.
That's true. A former patient at Shriners Hospital for Children established a beauty week to help teenage girls who had spinal cord injuries feel better about themselves. ABC 7's Karen Meyer has that story.
2 weeks ago at Motor Field, this three-store girls from the age of 13 to 18 got makeovers by clinic consultants. This was part of a newly created camp called CLAM, Good Life and Healthy Mind.
What? What did she?
One, you
what did
can't
she say?
understand. Two,
Clam.
what's with the background?
Dan.
This is what I'd be listening to.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
If I could hear.
Yeah, she can't hear it.
Right. I can feel the
beat. Nothing but Benny Hill music over every story she does. That's what I want to hear. Just Benny Hill music.
Right. Yakety sax.
That's it. Tap the little old guy on his bald head in fast motion.
What the hell did she say?
I don't know.
Something about
something about
her glam. She said what glam.
Some kind of glam.
Something about looking like a question mark.
I heard some troubles with some R's.
You want to try it again?
Like what you do when you have a spinal cord injury and you can't move below the neck. Don't put like big clown makeup on your friend. I would love to doll up somebody who's paralyzed below the neck. Just put big arrows with insert hog here. On the face.
Paint him up like your drunken friend at a kegger.
Or paint a big black eye around the right eye and hang a doesn't listen sign around her neck.
The art of the spineless.
I can't believe this is real.
I know. It's really awful.
Is this an affiliate of something? Affiliate of a network?
It's like, I think it's...
Yeah, which one is it?
I think it might be CBS.
No, it's ABC.
Oh, ABC?
It's ABC.
ABC out of Chicago.
Looking good always makes you feel better.
I gotta hear this again.
A former patient at Shriners Hospital for Children established a beauty week to help teenage girls who had spinal cord injuries feel better about themselves. ABC 7's Karen Meyer has that story.
Am I on?
2 weeks ago at Motor Field, this three-store girls from age of 13 to 18 got makeovers by clinic consultants. This was part of a newly created camp called CLAM, Good Life and Healthy Mind.
Right.
Girls from 13 to 18.
13 to 18.
Makeover.
Got makeover.
Part of a
something about a queer.
Yeah, I heard queer in there.
I don't know. I think I might be wrong.
All right, well, want to hear the next clip?
Won't sound much different than this one.
Yeah, they'll just play the same clip three times.
I wish we could get that Benny Hill music and play.
I know.
Glam is the brainstorm of 20-year-old Jessica Greenfield.
I had an outfit for every day of the week, to theme the sports. And so I got known as the girly girl, and they were like, Jessica, you're too girly. You wake up in the morning and get a shower and you put makeup on, and I was like, well, it makes me feel better. And so I was sitting in my room and I was like, I want to design a girl camp.
With the help of Shriners staff, 6 teens are able to spend a week to look good and feel good. Karen Heatherly is Clinique Cosmetics Account Executive.
Oh my God, why?
I really couldn't.
I was with her for a while.
Yeah.
I was there. I
was
there.
I think
she starts talking in Morse code.
Glam for a week, .. Beep,
beep, beep, beep. I think I did at the wet.
I don't know what the hell she said
there
at the end of that.
There are kids in colleges all over America in journalism school hoping to make it. And they give this dummy a job.
She's no dummy. She just can't hear, Opie.
Whatever.
But that music you hear is actually her iPod. It's on and she just doesn't know it. She's just yapping through it.
Why would she have an iPod?
That's the beauty of it. Someone gave her that for Christmas because they figured she'd give it back and they could use it. You give somebody something that you want.
Right.
They can't use.
Give her an iPod. Sure.
That song, by the way, is Sexy Back, I guess, by Justin Timberlake. According to the feedback, I don't know.
Yeah.
According to the feedback, I don't know.
Yeah, trust me. I don't want any part of that.
I don't know.
I don't want any part of that.
According to that tent in Eric's jeans. Yeah, it's Timberlake.
Yeah. All right.
But most of that's voiceover, too. Am I right? A lot of that's voiceover?
Or is she there? Yeah.
If it's voiceover, that seems to be the most irresponsible journalism. You don't put somebody who can't communicate well in a voiceover position.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
you don't do it.
Why?
No, it's great, though.
It's a gimmick.
For the guys behind the scenes, everything's one take. Good enough.
I screwed up that line. Do it over.
Honey, home early from work today. Yeah, I had to work with Karen Meyer today.
Karen Meyer, you know her old one-take Meyer.
Right.
Can I do that again? No need.
No need.
She should see if the engineers are paying attention and just read, like, from Penthouse Forum one day.
Right.
Yeah, it's on children with feet problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He came into my bedroom and undressed me slowly. I was very hot and excited when he talked on me and told him that me to talk to you.
Perfect, Karen. Thank you.
That was good. Kids with the bad feet. I love it.
We love that. Thank you. Bring the sports guy in for the sports scores.
Those two worthless seashells she has on the sides of her head.
We're brave enough to tell you what this is all about.
Oh.
Come on, Chicago, wake up. This is your freak show.
It's a gimmick. It's such a gimmick.
All right, here's the final clip for today. Karen Meyer reports on beauty program for girls with spinal cord injuries.
So what we have done and tried to support is the piece of feeling as normal as they can. And when they look good, they feel good. You have a lot of confidence when you look at it.
The girls also got haircuts and clothing advice from fashion designer Becky Torres. Becky Bell is thrilled to be part of Glam.
I remember last summer we were just looking at a notebook, just like the outline of Glam Camp, and it happened. It's amazing.
I hope that all the girls go home with a really good feeling, and they feel more confident, and they feel better about themselves, and just better in their communities. And I hope that in the next couple years that every single Shriners has a Glam Camp.
Karen Meyer, ABC 7 News.
Can you imagine she's interviewing this girl and she just keeps talking because Karen Meyer just keeps nodding her head.
He's nodding. What? Yeah.
They don't even bother. There's different sound. There's different background sound between when the girl's talking and when the reporter's talking.
Karen Meyer.
Why would you play music when the deaf chick is talking? She's so hard to understand. It should be just dead silence.
Silence, yeah. Jack up the volume.
Maybe put the words underneath her.
Yeah, do everything you can to make her understandable, but they're putting techno music under her.
I want to see what they put, like when they do, like the what is it called? The box where the words show up.
Closed caption.
Closed caption.
Oh, closed caption.
I guarantee every time that Yutz opens her mouth, it just says unintelligible. Just mealy mouthed drivel.
They have to be taped bits so they can get the script from it.
Yeah,
because you can't do it live. You couldn't.
No, she couldn't do it live. She wouldn't understand what they're saying.
Old mashed potato ears.
Let's go to Brian in New York. Brian.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Brian.
Frank, it's a pleasure to speak to you. You're an awesome guy.
And also
Jimmy, you're great.
Thanks.
Anthony, you're a fucking wacko.
Oh,
watch the language.
Wow,
goodness.
Sorry. Opie, line of the day. You're trying to figure out what she was saying, and Opie said something like, they look like a question mark.
Oh, okay. I hope I get line of the day today.
That was great.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, man.
Oh, but someone's saying Jim's going to get line of the day today. Clay, California, what's
Very
up?
competitive here.
Hey, you guys are just freaking killing me, man. I'm driving through the mountains out here in California right now, and Norton about just made me roll off a cliff. Line of the day.
Oh,
Jaw lines up her chest with the arrows pointing to her mouth saying, insert hog here.
Very good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Hey, why don't we point out, thank you, sir. Why don't we point out Anthony on Long Island? We'll let him say it, and we'll leave you guys. Anthony, go ahead.
Yo, it's a piece about spinal cord injuries, and they're playing Sexy Back.
See, they got a sense of humor there, too.
You guys do this every Friday.
They couldn't find useless back.
Very nice. Thank you, Anthony. With that, we got to go.
Can I point out that I've been looking at that midget picture the whole time?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And it looks like midget. He looks like when you drive your car through jungle habitat. He looks like a small animal just throwing himself the side of the taxi,
crawling up ready to rip off your windshield wiper and eat it.
There's just a confused animal throwing himself against the man's machinery.
Take a picture of it.
What was the music that he has in his head all day? Does anybody remember?
Oh.
Toodly-doo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Toodly-doo.
Well, the picture's up on ObieandAnthony.com. We got to get out of here. We got to get to XM to continue the show. Frank Caliendo, you going to join us for a little longer?
Yeah.
All right. If you're not joining us over at XM, make sure you check out Frank Caliendo on Letterman tonight. How's that, Frank?
Sounds great.
And FrankCaliendo.com.
Sure.
And check out his YouTube videos. They're great.
I'll see you in West Palm.
They're great. And Jim Norton's going to be leaving us. He's going to be in West Palm Beach all weekend. So, Jim, have a great trip there. All right, guys. If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day. Yeah.
The Opie and Anthony XM walkover begins now.
And a lot of pizza.
It's already too fucking cold.
Is Andrew in this box?
Oh, no. Is that Andrew's house now? Hey, he built a house. Andrew, you home? Don't kick it. Andrew?
Is someone in there?
Andrew.
Who's in there?
Andrew. There's a cat.
It's a homeless guy with a cat.
He took Andrew's spot?
What's up? Wait, who's yelling at us? There's some dude in there. It's like a refrigerator box.
Wow. Yo, Andrew. Is that you? That ain't you home. Watch out, you might get shot.
Is Andrew home? Hello?
Does he live here? Does Andrew live here?
Doesn't Andrew live here? Huh? You took Andrew's spot? Wait, hold on. It's a new dude. Bro, I'll just put the mic over here, all right? What's your name? Sir, what's your name? We'll throw some dollar bills in the slot.
He's moaning.
What's your name? Robert? What are you doing in the box?
You woke him up early. He's got a business meeting at 10.
Hey, someone give me money. You want money, sir?
No?
You don't want money? He just wants to sleep.
Does have a house.
Dude, you got a nice crib here, bro.
It's built out of...
Looks like shoddy workmanship.
All right, we'll leave you alone.
4 boxes.
There's wow stickers all over his...
Against a metal grating of a store.
Oh.
And
I thought it was Andrew getting ready for the winter.
No, he took Andrew's spot. Andrew's like the weakling.
What do we got over here?
Hey, how you doing?
Give us a little toot-toot.
Oh. Yeah. Because that's what New York needs, more noise.
That sounded exactly like Karen Meyer talking.
Oh, I like the kerchief, sir. That's very nice.
Yep.
Holy homosexual.
That's what you hang yourself with when they give you the test results.
I'm going to cross the street now.
Oh, Fester.
It's like our old pal Bill.
It's cold already. I'm annoyed because it's too cold already to be walking. Yeah, and Frank's in shorts.
Wasn't it 85 degrees yesterday?
Yeah. Frank Madden's in shorts. Frank Madden.
Is your mic on?
He was in Phoenix. It should be.
No, barely. Here.
Fix his microphone.
Hello? I wanted you to do some Madden.
Yeah. Well, we're walking across the street now. I mean, there's been a guy in a Patriots hat not looking so good this year. Last game was okay, but before that didn't look okay. And then now I'm in stereo. I mean, you think of this guy on a cell phone over here, and then boom, that plays on the way to a green hospital.
Walk me into a hole. All right.
Isn't this completely ridiculous?
Hey, our talent show is supposed to start today.
Yeah, where's the talent?
It's a walkover talent show.
There's no talent.
Oh, you might want to turn that on. There you go.
Hi, guys.
Now am I on?
Oh, there you are.
Now I hear you.
Had me a bunch of off equipment.
All right, here you go. Hey, what's on your iPod, sir? We want to find out. We could give a shit.
And we started the walkover talent show yesterday.
Yeah, and what happened?
Well, there's a lot of people that want to get our attention. All you have to do is get our attention during the walk and do what you want to do.
Got nothing.
And that's that. If it's something really good, we'll invite you upstairs and we'll see what you're about. I guess we have no one today, but it'll take time to get the word out there.
Drink of water.
And get the thing going. So
what has this guy got? Is this a talent guy? Look at some CDs.
Which guy?
Oh, is he going to give us CDs or something? Oh, Jesus, I don't want to take one.
What is it?
Here it is. The gift of porn.
Oh. What is it?
Nothing says friendship like teen-on-teen, teen-girl-on-girl porn.
I hope it's homosexual.
It's just photos. It's not live action, it's just photos.
Just photos. Uh-oh. He could be handing you a felony.
You've seen us in an email.
I'm Chris
Hansen. Is that Gary Glitters? Yes. I'm Chris Hansen.
Gary's computer.
Sir, where did you get these pictures? On the internet?
Here's some cookies. I'm actually the photographer.
Do they depict teenage girls having sex?
Yes, they do.
Do they? You want a cookie? We have Oreo, Fig Newtons. They're a little chewy.
What's in those Fig Newtons, by the way?
Have some lemonade, sit by the blow-up pool, and have some cookies while the police beat your skull in.
I'll wait right here.
What's on there? Are they girls of what? What age?
Teens.
Well, that really goes a long way.
Yeah. 19, 18.
19, 18, and then he makes it sound like it's going to go younger.
No, probably no younger. No, definitely not younger.
Probably.
Probably.
These are some skirt shots that I got at the elementary school.
That means his screening process isn't that good.
All right.
Well, they said they were. They said they were 18.
You're a photographer? You took the pictures?
I took the photos.
Oh, you did?
And I'm no photographer.
So you're a creep.
Exactly.
You're just a creep with a camera.
Exactly.
Where'd you get the girls?
Vegas. Hookers.
Hookers. Oh, nice. Vegas hookers.
Where else would you go?
Yeah, you gave one to John Madden, by the way. Here, John. Here's the
right
gift
there.
of porn.
Contents, teen girl on girl slideshow there. I mean, that's a good one. I mean, believe me, there's going to be a lot of sliding going on there. And then 2005 AVN Parade of Porn. I mean, I don't know if it's an award winner, but it is AVN.
Hey, John, what's your fetish?
Well, I like the strap-on, like strap-on little freak.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I realized, I looked and saw the XM and said, hey, I can say whatever I want.
I thought he was going to go safe and say foot.
No. Strap-on, yeah.
There's more hair over your eyes than on every girl in those videos, by the way.
Well, and that's why I just realized I can't go there. I tried to, and I wanted to, but I didn't. And then I realized, hey, 18 and over.
Porn really gets them worked up.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, sorry.
Well, thank you for the gift of porn.
Thank you for the gift of porn, sir.
See, it's as easy as that, Ann. A lot of people try to get our attention.
That's easy.
All you have to do is meet us on the walkover and hand out what you want to hand out.
Oh, damn it. I wish I could...
Wait, what is this?
What are you?
You make me laugh, so... I'm Scotty.
From Scotty and Fisher?
Yeah. We do a morning show, too, but I listen to you guys all the time.
So. Ooh. How could you listen to us all the time if you're doing your own morning show?
Replay.
The replay. We hear you.
Where do you do a morning show?
Oh, man.
South Carolina.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
Carolina.
It's called the Scotty and Fisher Show. ScottyandFisher.com.
Thanks, guys.
All right, 103X.
That's not Napoleon Fisher, is it?
Thank you, man.
South Carolina.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It stinks down there.
We'll give you a plug.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Cool, man. Thanks, man.
See it? We're on to something. See how easy it is? A lot of you want to get our attention. Just show up on the walkover and tell us what you got.
If you want to kill us, we're very easy to find.
Jesus. That big dummy will take a bullet for us, though. Kenny. Forget about it, right?
By the way,
his hair's made of Kevlar. Shredded Kevlar.
Anyone else notice the crowd is growing every day now?
Yes.
For the walkover?
It's going to be pandemonium soon. Pandemonium. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe we'll let some people up today. We got to figure that out. Stay right
Kenny's
there.
like a Studio 54 guy. He waits at the entrance and
we try to let the people up that are visiting New York because it's like once in a lifetime.
You know what? It isn't even seeing us up there. It's getting to meet the guy at the desk here. That's what I think the highlight of bringing people up is. Signing in, saying hi to the guy at the front desk. Because I know we all get along with him. Jimmy just loves him.
I think that somebody cut off one of Karen Meyer's ears. Just throw a tie on
useless.
Just a useless appendage with a diamond stud in it.
Well, try to be nice.
Yeah, try to be nice.
Because I'm gonna. I'll be cool. I will. Good afternoon, sir. How are you today? Oh, morning. It isn't even afternoon. See, I get confused.
Not your foreskin, you chimp.
Get that elevator. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Now you hate that, don't you?
I will be upstairs.
You should have done that fake, I'm going to push the button thing. I'll be up in a minute.
Here.
They are the most vile, despicable human beings in the country. Creeps, ankle biter.
Obviously, the strength is their ability to turn mistruth into something people would believe.
Wow, how long is this guy going to continue to babble and say nothing?
All day long.
Shut up.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's worse than I imagined.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
We are a bunch of dopes.
I think we're lewd.
And we're probably pushing 20 arrests because of this radio show.
Out of touch cornballs.
3 retards.
We have the effect of Tylenol PM.
Opie.
You know I could have been a model.
Anthony.
I'm gay.
James Norton.
I like yogurt.
Robert Reed.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
See, sometimes we're here early. See? You didn't have to wait through an hour of this. Sometimes this plays like if we're stuck in the elevator or it takes a while to get up here or everybody else, like they are, goes to the bathroom and no one's here. This right here, this music, will just play and play and play and aggravate the shit out of everybody listening to this program. But we don't care.
There's some nice Karen Meyer background.
Yes. I'm here to another comment about the doctor drink. Can someone turn this music down? Even I hear it. That's nice. Little Jimmy Norton. How is your leak? Yeah? You're very quick in there. Did you wash? I hope you wash your hands.
Nah, my
your dick
my dick's immaculate.
All right. That's good to know.
Honestly, God, I'll wash my hands before I piss.
Before you piss?
Yeah, man.
But not after.
For what?
Oh, okay. I don't shaking hands?
Piss on them. No, I just shake and I fucking squeeze the shaft.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that you're touching your own dick.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Nah, don't let it bug you. It'll all work out.
Isn't that the holiday that just passed, the heebie-jeebie? It's a little Jew joke. Sorry.
The little Jew joke. Jeez. Look at him taking me serious. Let's fucking fight her around.
Let's go to Dominic in New Jersey. Dominic.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey. Hi.
You guys are so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. Well.
I listen to you guys all the time. I can't believe I'm even on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
I wanted to give props to Jimmy's line of the day. In the
actual propellers? Because that'd be funny if someone gave Jimmy props and came in with a huge steamship propeller. Hold on, please. Hold. Please hold. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, good. I thought I was going to get the crack.
No, I was the one with that one, my friend.
Hey, how about you get to your point?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Keeps me from babbling.
Joe, when the truck blew the horn on the walkover, Jimmy said that sounded like Karen Meyer. I thought that was so funny.
Okay, I didn't hear that because there was a horn blowing.
Yeah, that was after it was like.
What did the soup man bring?
Thank you, buddy.
I hope there's turkey chili in there.
5-bean chili.
No.
Sausage gumbo.
No, that last bag better have it.
5-bean chili would be nice today from the soup man.
Negative.
All right, hey, we gotta get
5-bean chili.
We gotta get Dax in. He's gotta leave.
5-bean chili.
Why does it smell like soap in here? Is that your penis?
That is actually the sterilization of all the foam on the microphones.
That is?
Yeah. Isn't it nice, pleasant?
Wow.
Different than the elevator, which smells like Jimmy's ass.
Oh, did you hear that one?
How you doing?
Hi. Oh, I'm not on.
No, you're on.
Turn your headphones up.
Come on, I want to hear my lovely
You're
voice.
You get it up there.
Help
you
the
know,
guy out.
speaking of smells, I just visited your restroom, and there is no lack of dumps being taken this morning in there. So I commend your. Yeah.
That
four
is
or five,
a zoo.
Yeah, there's four or
Smells
five
like a zoo.
4 or 5 stalls lined up, and there's just dumps 24 hours a day in there.
There must be
Time of the day.
a sizzler bar set up in the basement here or something.
Any time of the day you can go in there and it smells like a gorilla cage. It is the worst smelling bathroom ever in a building.
It smells like an outhouse at a racetrack.
Did you do radio?
Did I?
Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. No. I mean, I've done it to promote stuff, and I love it.
You got the voice.
Really?
Yeah, you got a voice.
Thank you. You've got the face for hand modeling. No, I don't know. You're a handsome guy. That's what I was trying to say.
Wow, we're off to a weird start.
I think isn't weird at all. I think I see some sparks flying here.
I felt a little Vincent D'Onofrio. I felt like full plastic jacket right there.
What are these? Is that Pacino?
No, it's a Harlan Williams, buddy.
Hey, Guy.
There you are,
You
fella.
know, but he told me, hey, buddy, life's too short not to heat your swimming pool.
Suddenly I turned into John Wayne there, buddy. Don't you know? There with your great vest on, trying to find the way around the virus.
Hey, buddy.
Insulting a few fellas on your way in here.
Hold on a second. Ryan in Texas. Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Not too much. We're just standing outside the studio. I want to come up.
You're outside. You want to come up?
Yes, sir.
You didn't bring any knives or forks with you, did you? They'd be confiscated
No, we did not
immediately.
bring any knives or forks.
All right, we'll come down and get you.
Okay.
All
It
right.
came from Texas, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
How'd that sign get back up?
That's all right.
I just don't like that it doesn't have our names on it.
Yeah, why?
Why would you call
Very
it a virus?
important to have
No
our
one is
names
going to
on
look
it.
at that and know what it means.
All right.
Someone will.
So what's up,
Be
Dad?
very sad.
Yeah.
I just came from the Today Show.
How was that?
Well, let me tell you,
Wanna
when
know what
I
that's
landed
like.
here in New York, I always get this song stuck in my head the second I land, which is, if you get lost between the moon and New York City.
Right.
And guess who was at the Today Show?
Christopher Cross.
Very
Dudley
close.
Moore's foot.
Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli.
Oh, God bless her. I told Dane, I bet you that gal will give you a wild ride.
You think?
Oh, I bet she's got tricks.
She's
Been in it for a while.
Yeah.
They say she's
Not
got
her
the diseases,
first day
too.
at the rodeo, boys.
Yeah, she likes the banging.
You fucker, you
How do
hear
you
her
know?
bottles clanking around. What a drunk. How do you not love Liza?
What a drunk.
Fucking.
I liked her years when she had the Mo Howard hairdo from Arthur.
Hey, Liza. She had to look at that fucking cadaver David Guest. Oh, yeah, I have to love the two of them.
For a week.
Oh, was he
They were
awful.
together? Stop. How do we know so much about Liza?
A couple of fucking mows.
So how was the Today Show?
It was an action-packed free-for-all, as it always is.
Yeah, a lot of Middle Eastern, Midwestern people with signs. Middle Eastern would be silly.
Yeah.
A lot of
Allah loves you.
A lot of Shiites there.
Yeah, holding up their signs.
They love Lawler. Lawler? What's his name?
Lawler.
I was told by a gal that a lot of women pleasure themselves in the morning watching Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah. He's a handsome guy.
He is.
Not unlike Opie.
Maybe on the edge of the...
Why are you going after me?
I'm
Is that
not.
going
I'm
after-
telling you, you're a handsome guy.
You don't know how to take a compliment.
I know.
Opie was
That's
trying
why
to
it
fix it there.
You don't know how to take a compliment as far as your looks go.
Well, what?
If somebody says you're a good-looking guy...
But it's a dude saying it.
It's not...
Well, that makes it twice as impactful. No, a girl, of course, thinks you're handsome, but a straight man telling you you're easy on the eyes, that's the ultimate compliment.
Guy's confident in himself.
Why do they call you Opie?
All right,
never
thank you.
figured that out.
I'm hot. All right, let's move on.
You're on buses, though, right?
Well, it was in the elevator.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that bad until in the elevator. Ann almost touched you, and then now this. You're scared.
No, we don't like touching. Ann and I have known each other 12 years. There's
no reason to.
We hugged the first time 3 weeks ago after our Letterman appearance.
Really?
That was the first time we ever hugged.
And also
And we did a
small
couple-
open mouth kiss.
And a couple fists every once in a while.
All right.
But not like Caligula.
Who doesn't enjoy a fist every once in a while?
Not like
the Wonder Twins?
Yes.
I guess I should be in movies then.
Fisting
Can you help me out?
is a gateway activity, though. I will warn you.
It
seems like just a couple of dudes fisting, and the next thing you know, you're looking at each other longingly in the eye.
It's a little, I think some kind of commitment has to be made after a fisting.
Yeah.
You can't just fist and leave.
Yeah.
Like drop
you owe
off
him a
cab money.
breakfast or something.
Yeah.
When you hold
You're
hands.
spending the day together.
Right.
You fisted your buddy.
It's just,
He's not leaving anytime soon.
No.
there's no, I gotta get off to wherever you say you're going.
I got to peroxide my hand and hit this meeting.
Are there meetings for survivors of fisting?
Well, just other meetings in their lives.
Just a bunch of chairs lined up with those little blow-up donuts in the middle of them, so you can sit down on there. The little inner tube that you sit on. That's how you know this must not be AA.
It's FA.
I'm at the right place.
But none of them are anonymous. You always know who they are because they're in the corner crying alone. Face buried in their own lap.
I think the people you brought with us, with you, I should say, are horrified.
Are they horrified already? That didn't take long.
They're like
a bunch of air donuts.
Yeah, I just made the PG-13 movie I'm promoting, NC-17.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Are they publicists?
Publicists? Two are lovers, and look at it.
Who's the one in the green?
She's a gal that works for Lionsgate.
Oh, very nice.
Do you like her look? Because I could set this up.
I like her.
I've got a way with her. I could probably.
We got to be nice to the Lionsgate girl.
Yeah.
Publicist though.
The publicist she's a fox, isn't she? Look at her.
She's a fox, but most publicists are buzzkills.
You think so?
Oh yeah. We've done many interviews where the publicist will stand right behind the guest with their arms folded. And then all of a sudden they'll lean in. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. And then they drag
Let's see if we can get her in here. Let's see if you can put her to the test. Ask me some stuff that may be career-ending. And see.
Career-ending. We were just talking about fisting.
Yeah, but I didn't say I'm guilty of any fisting.
What are you guilty of doing?
I may or may not have killed a man in Iowa.
Just to watch him die.
His body may or may not be in the parking lot of Big Boys as we speak.
Just for snoring.
Oh, God, John Wesley Harding fucking shot a guy for that.
Just for snoring.
How do you not love that?
Remember the Time Life book collection commercial from years ago?
Here, have a breathe right strip, cocksucker.
Let's say so mean you once shot a man just for snoring, did he?
Let's say hi to Michael in Texas. Michael.
Hey, Dax. I loved Idiocracy.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Oh. But what the hell's happening with that? It came out in like 7 cities. I saw it here in Dallas, and then it was gone in like a week. When is that going to be released on DVD? Because I'm telling everyone about it. No one gets the inside jokes about Baton. No one knows.
Go away, Baton.
Yeah, what the hell?
There's all kinds of conspiracy theories, but Fox actively tried to bury it for some reason. They actually listed it wrong on MoviePhone on purpose.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't let it come out on the East Coast because they didn't want it reviewed. So I don't really know what the story is behind it, but I know they did not treat Mike Judge the way he deserves to be treated.
What do you think happened?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of corporate kind of trashing going on. I don't know if old Rupert Murdoch. I don't know.
Shit, okay.
What do we
I'm
got?
looking at him just going, what the fuck? I know the guy.
What?
No?
Zathura. I just saw it.
You just saw it?
Just saw it.
Do you have a child?
You're the astronaut.
Yeah.
Yes, my girlfriend.
Your girl, nice.
Hello, are you having sex? I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline. Have a cookie.
She's legal now.
But
now let me ask you. I got to clarify that though. Did you actually go rent that movie, or was it on your cable?
No, it was on my cable.
Okay.
But
with that said,
to your credit,
okay,
it was I had to go to On Demand.
Ooh.
And go through and
so
get
you
it
did
on
the
demand.
legwork, yeah.
It was good because the whole Jumanji thing,
sure,
was very good. I thought
something
I liked it.
We wanted to distance ourselves from,
of course,
and
it just got hammered and nailed together.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
You
were the astronaut.
Can you bring me into the conversation?
He's in a movie.
Yeah?
Zathura. Yeah.
What's it about? Seriously.
I'm
not going to make believe. Sometimes we'll make believe. Yeah, I saw the movie. It was great,
Couple
man.
of
You're
kids.
the best in the movie.
It's a couple of kids go, well, I could explain it, but let me just say Jumanji in space.
No,
he doesn't want to hear that.
Of course he doesn't.
No, you know how you say you just make stuff up. When Punk'd was first on, I'd have these meetings at studios, and they had to act hip, like they were with, and they go, oh yeah, we saw Punk'd. When you get kicked in the nuts, that is like they were thinking it was Jackass or something, and they assumed maybe there was guys getting kicked in the nuts.
The early seasons of Punk'd were great.
The first season primarily was really spectacular.
Well, then it went downhill drastically, but when it first hit TV, it was so unique, and I really, really enjoyed you on Punk'd.
What was cool about the first season, too, is that no one knew what Punk'd was. So it's like, at the end of the Timberlake one, we'd be like, you got punked, and that didn't help at all. Right. That didn't mean anything. It was like, oh, great, what's that? Got a sandwich or something?
And then they were all expecting it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's too bad you couldn't do like 5 or 6 seasons before it even aired. That's the way to do those shows.
Well, it's like how an Ali G do shows now as the characters because he's so famous. It's like he had to have had seasons in the can. There's no way to do any of those characters now because everyone knows who they are.
Because the later seasons...
Well, but he at least targets primarily senior citizens and congressmen.
Who would
and I
never
think they're
know.
still in the dark about Sasha.
Yeah. His staff would probably know, though. That, when you walk in and you're dressed like, with the Jamaican.
I want to know.
Could I not have said that? Could I have said that fucking worse?
It was really badly.
I'm fumbling for soup.
I want to know how they let Jon Stewart's guys in, politicians, letting the
They
Daily
seem
Show
to be the
or the
easiest
Colbert Report.
prey. Yeah, like the hardest people for us to get were always rappers. We'd always schedule these rapper punks, and we'd be waiting for like 3 or 4 days before we pulled the plug.
Yeah,
like they would never ever show up where they were supposed to be.
Who did you try to get that wouldn't show? Like which one could have gotten a shot?
We went to New York one time. Like flew all the way out from L.A., rented the roof of the Hudson, set up this gigantic thing. We were supposed to punk Busta Rhymes, and Britney Spears was helping us. And the day of, he fought Ja Rule on a sidewalk and got arrested. So like we were all there.
You don't try to pull off a punk that it's actually a job.
What?
That's why.
I didn't mean to hang out the drive. I literally didn't know what that meant.
I knew Jimmy would get it first. See, that's why they're not showing up, okay? A little inappropriate, a little racist, I understand.
What are these sacks of food here? What are they?
That is Soup Man Soup. You know the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld?
Yeah. This is it?
It's that guy. Well, not him. He's an actor.
And he got bought by Taco Bell?
It's the guy. It's the guy who he was based on. The character was based on, and he makes really good soup.
It's legitimate.
Yeah,
it's as good
it's
as
really legit, and it's like really good stuff.
You want
to
try
they send
some?
it there every morning.
I just threw down one of Starbucks' new breakfast sandwiches.
Oh,
let me tell you what they do. They've got a genius bait and switch over there. They have a sample, and it was made probably by a famous chef, and then you order one, and they put it in a nuclear reactor and give you a 700-degree biscuit. So I definitely got screwed.
They really have breakfast sandwiches now?
Yeah, they just started. They're basically Egg McMuffins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are they good? I wouldn't have. I would have not had that.
That is funny though. You go to
the
some
samples
place
are
like
great.
Wolfgang Puck's.
That's the name I was
like
looking for.
The chain store, the chain restaurant of Wolfgang Puck's, and of course Wolfgang Puck designed the menu and the food. But do you honestly think this jack-off that works in the back is cooking as well, taking the frozen samples, and then the waitress just slings it on your table? And it's like, I bet this is just like eating at Wolfgang Puck's house. No.
It was a step down from McDonald's.
The
The one they served me, but again, the sample was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they could do that, they
You're
could
a
sell
big
you.
star now. Why are you doing that? Why are you
Matt-
getting your breakfast sandwiches from Starbucks?
Because I had to cram in a little meal between the Today Show and I didn't want to get
And
peaked.
this very important appearance.
Yeah. I should have done the walk over with you guys. We could have stopped in some.
Yeah, stopped in.
Ducked in.
We've done that before.
You have.
Getting recognized a lot now?
It's it goes in waves. Like when Punk'd was on, I think that was the height of.
Really?
Well, because they would air each episode like 6 more times throughout the week, and it was just really on people's minds.
What about
people go see a movie and then for a month.
Zathura or Zathura? That's I'm being chastised on the Pal Talk for saying it wrong.
Oh,
Zathura.
No one else in the country could say it correctly either. So
always good to have a
you're in
title
good
of a
company,
movie.
I think. Yeah.
That was an oddly marketed movie. You didn't really feel like it was like a game, like a board game that turns into some kind of science fiction thing. It was.
Yeah, I wasn't quick to point the finger of why it failed. Like, I assumed maybe it was my fault for picking, like, the wrong movie. I mean, Jon Favreau directed it, and I was super flattered just that he wanted me to be in anything. So I did it, and then it tanked, and I couldn't figure out why. But then I went on vacation like a week after it came out, and a lot of different people at this hotel had approached me and said, like, oh, we liked Without a Paddle, and we liked Punk'd. When are you going to have a movie coming out? And I'd say, oh, I have one out right now.
See, I just think
and there was nothing, just a blank stare. Now, they might not remember Zathura, but you'd remember there was a movie out with a Z in the title. Right.
Didn't Donald Trump, didn't they promote it? Wasn't that one of the games on The Apprentice?
Yes, and then the commercial they went to was the 6-year-old version of the commercial, which there are a bunch of different spots. I don't know.
I don't understand, because it looked really good visually.
It is really good.
And it is a good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Especially for a kid's movie, it's
I liked
as
it.
It gets. It's very because 80s Spielberg-y.
And it wasn't like a kid's movie where only kids can watch it, because, I am technically retarded, but I enjoyed it as an adult.
Right.
Like, I can also enjoy it, not just a kiddie movie or something. So I don't understand why. Too. I think it's the goddamn title. I think you have to blame whoever gave it that title.
Well, yeah.
I have a question, too, man. What were you going to do to Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
That guy's a problem.
Oh,
I wouldn't
it's
fuck
a
with Busta
problem.
Rhymes.
I think, because that was the episode Britney Spears was assisting us, if you can say that, and I guess she was going to tell him she was getting into rap and try to get him to, be a part of her album, and then I was going to hit him in the head with a bat or something. But I can't remember. It didn't go down, so.
You ever get hit?
No. I'm trying to remember. We were going to try to punk somebody like Mike Tyson or somebody, and it occurred to me I'm probably going to get knocked out during this. But then I also quickly thought, well, it's so worth it.
I'm surprised you didn't get hit or something.
I saw Mike Tyson in Vegas once, and he came up to me and was like, I want to do Punk'd. And I'm like, you're Mike Tyson. You can definitely do Punk'd, whatever you want. He's like, all right, I'm going to do it. Then I saw him a week later at the NBA All-Star game. I was with my buddy. I'm like, oh, check this out. Mike Tyson knows me. He loves me. I'm going to go talk to him.
Oh, no.
So I go, Mike, what's up? He's like, I don't know you, motherfucker. Get out of my face.
Did he really?
Like, dude, it was a week ago you knew who I was. What happened?
I thought he was going up to you going, I want to do it right now. Like he thinks he can just get punked out of nowhere.
Where are the cameras?
Did he really say that to you?
What?
You say, I don't know you, motherfucker. Get out of my face.
Yeah. He was in some crazy state. He had the 40-yard stare going.
He was either on or off the Zoloft. No one really knows which
to kill y'all.
It is.
I'm on the Zoloft to prevent me from killing y'all.
He goes, well, I'm on the Zoloft to keep from killing y'all.
Is that what he said?
In a press statement. And by y'all, he meant Earth. Like everyone on Earth.
Well, I remember seeing an interview with him where he said that he was retiring from boxing, and he said, I'm really excited to get into some things I haven't done, like drinking. Like, I never had time to drink.
Right. Wow. Now that's something I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's going to be his new endeavors, drinking.
Wow.
That's what you want is a hammered Mike Tyson.
If he starts drinking, the punk you have to do is bring him to Broadway and say he's going to do a Broadway show, and then chain him with high tensile steel chains and invite the public in to snap pictures of him until he rips out and takes down the tramway.
And climbs the
Empire State Building.
Well, what did you say when he said, get the fuck out of my face?
Nothing. He just...
What do you do? No, you wouldn't.
Wait, what would you have done? I want to hear
I would have said,
Mike, could I get a picture?
Mike,
punching me?
There's no need for rudeness.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would have said.
I would have said, there's no call for rudeness. No call for rudeness.
I said, wow, you really came out
of the gate hot. The publicist is panicking.
Uh-oh.
You're panicking on us.
What happened?
She jumped up and told Roland to get him out of here. Another interview, right?
Because of the Mike Tyson song?
What happened?
No. Maybe, I think Mike Tyson just acquired Viacom.
They're doing
out
a movie.
Of a job now.
10 more minutes?
Your next
doing
interview is
with Mike Tyson. All right, listen.
Yeah, the Tyson show.
He only has 10 more minutes. We should at least talk about Employee of the Month.
Please.
Yes.
Wasn't Dane in here 6 or 7 times this?
Dane's
They told me that he's here all the time.
We've had Dane in. He's called.
We got a really good relationship with him.
Yeah, I saw him at the Today Show, and he said he loved you guys.
Well, I saw him at SNL.
Did you guys talk to Liza Minnelli?
I tried. I sang the song loudly behind her. She appreciated it.
Would you finger her if she gave you the chance?
I don't know that'd be my first choice.
Famous fingering.
Just as a goof.
As a goof? Yeah, whatever.
You could say you got a good story.
Absolutely.
For your friends.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it would be worth it. But yeah, Employee of the Month comes out tomorrow, and it's hilarious. Obviously, you guys know everyone that's in it. Harlan Williams.
We don't know
Andy
Jessica.
Dick. You don't?
No, we won't.
Is she cool?
Yeah, she was super nice.
Do you call her Jess? Because stupid Bob Kelly was calling her Jess, and it was annoying the shit out of me.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He goes, no, everyone was there. Dane, me, Jess, this, and I went, stop. And I'm guaranteed, stop, Jess.
Do you know Bob? You might know him. He's Dane's personal assistant, basically.
Robert Kelly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know him from Tourgasm.
Yeah, you probably
I don't know him personally.
He probably walked into the room while you guys were there, and he had like a towel draped over his arm and a silver tray, and fetched whatever you ordered. Stupid gopher he is. And I guarantee he called her. This is what an ass Bob is. He probably didn't realize how inappropriately familiar it was to call her Hun. He probably called her Hun.
Hey, Hun.
Hey, Hun. Okay, Hun. I'll see you soon, Hun. Like he's just a regular guy.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't care who she is.
You know that Jess is a good girl. Is she? No, she's
Jess too.
We want to live through you. Tell us something about Jessica Simpson. Something cool.
You know, I wish
she smoked dope.
I bet she'd be higher up on the list than Liza Minnelli.
Are you guys familiar with booty bumps? Do you know what booty bumps are?
Booty bumps.
Yeah, when you put crystal meth in your ass.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, she does booty bumps. I don't know if she wants everyone to know that, but
wow.
No, I didn't find. I didn't dig deep enough. I just had a very nice onset. Flirted with her without any major interest on her end.
Is she that hot? Is she that hot in person?
Yeah, I think she's hot.
Well, we all think she's hot, but I'm just saying in person.
Like, what are you looking for? Like a number out of 10? How can I help quantify this?
Like maybe she's got...
That is the usual gauge.
Maybe she hides...
Well, but let me tell you...
Maybe she hides a big hairy mole under makeup or something.
But is there something physically you look at and you... Oh, wow, I didn't realize that.
Oh, wow, look at that pimple.
You know. No, I didn't see that.
Unless it's a cock.
But I just want to preface this...
A really bad cavity, maybe, that was done wrong.
She used to have really bad skin, though, didn't she? She had...
they want us to believe
a paid friggin' endorsement from a
she was on Mad
infomercial.
TV.
And I used to be 5'2".
She was on Mad TV. And they said
that
she
really?
She had bad.
Well, she was probably 16 at the time. She's been around. But
I'm not saying still.
Were you trying to have sex with her?
They do have footage of her probably with bad skin, like we all had at 16.
Of course.
But my dream girl is Natalie Portman. So when you ask how much I like Jessica
me too,
Simpson,
but
it's on the other end of
the professional.
Before that.
Before the professional.
She was over the hill by the professional as far as I was concerned.
Beautiful girl. She was just old news.
Disturbed individual, man.
But, all right, what's your role in Employee of the Month?
I play the head cashier, Vince Downey, who's been Employee of the Month 17 months in a row, and is the fastest ring rate in the Southwest region. Basically, Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
The blonde guy in Karate Kid.
Well, I don't know about
I don't know, because the underdog guy has to beat you.
Yes.
Okay.
But we hated the blonde guy in Karate Kid.
You're likable?
I think by the middle I start
speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Who didn't like him? You're the best around.
You know, tonight on Carson Daly, I do a karate demonstration to that song.
Get out.
I swear to God.
Do you know the best
around? Nothing's ever going to bring you down.
Do you know karate?
Have it.
I pretend to.
All right, wait a minute.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Come on.
How does this not pump you up? Yeah. Sweep the leg.
Makes you want to put on
But
a gi.
Sensei.
Makes you want to lay there in a homoerotic way and have Pat Morita heal you.
I made the mistake of doing the karate demonstration before the interview, and I cut my foot pretty bad going through a sheet of plywood, and I had to do the rest of the interview with my foot just dripping
So
blood.
now I would gather, because you're saying this, you are proficient in the martial arts?
I've studied all the better Chuck Norris films and I've lifted a lot of his moves. Good. Yeah. I basically challenged him to a fight on the show, and then I broke wood with his photograph glued to the wood.
Oh, that'll show him.
Yeah, because I'm doing a documentary, and I asked him to come be a part of it for 20 minutes. In exchange, I offered to be in his infomercial working out on that crazy piece of exercise equipment.
On the beach for some reason.
And he turned me down, so I took it personal, and I now want to fight him in the Arby's parking lot.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I'm looking at his MySpace. Metallica?
Yeah.
And Christopher Cross?
Bet your balls.
Nah, it's got to be a joke.
It's not a joke.
Christopher Cross?
Sailing, one of the best songs ever written.
Yeah, but then what?
Sailing,
What?
take me
But then
away.
Then what? Oh,
When
Ride
you-
Like the Winks. You got Michael McDonald in the background.
All right, then
Such
what?
a long way to go. Take it to the border of Mexico, and I ride like the wind. Gonna fucking ride like that wind.
He rolls.
All right.
I mean, come on. How are you gonna hate? How are you gonna hate on any artist that has Michael McDonald in the background?
Yeah, he is. He's great.
There we go.
Then I guess you like.
Now you're seeing it.
I guess you like what's his name? Who's the guy that does the theme music to Caddyshack?
Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
He did a song with Michael McDonald.
Yeah. Oh well, and did he produce Shine Your Light on Me?
Yeah.
You are the magic. You're right where I wanna
Remember
be.
the video for that? He couldn't have looked more awkward and out of place.
Yeah.
In a video.
Well, didn't they do a kind of a mock thing where he was playing one of the two characters in the movies? Like, didn't they put him in the Cubs hat?
Yeah,
in
they
the
kind
video
of
or
did
something
that,
weird?
and he looked like he didn't even want to be there.
Right. He's
Poor-
not as
poor guy.
comfortable as
But
some of your other musical.
The greatest appearance ever was when they were on. God damn it! Can't remember the show. 70s.
What?
Doobie Brothers.
What?
Was Rerun?
Rerun.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Oh yeah, when Rerun was
Rerun.
taping the show and it fell out of his fat,
Bootlegged the tape of the Doobies. And
he's jumping up and down Fred Berry.
Yeah.
And then falls out, and the whole concert stops. And we thought you were our friend, Rerun.
Yeah, the Doobies stop.
And then they look at his color, and they go, "Oh my God, melanin! What were we thinking?"
Stupid Doobie Brothers.
I'm going to jail for a fat kid eating popcorn. The guy that had bullied
Rerun the lines.
How could
too.
you not? It's a classic
remember
episode.
the name of the goddamn show.
Probably all about bootlegging. How wrong it is.
Anthony, he's also a fan of House.
House. I can't watch it because I'm a hypochondriac.
Oh, really?
You don't even have to be a hypochondriac to not want to watch that, but every time something happens, because it's never like, all right, the guy's coming in, he's got something gravely wrong with him, and it's right off the bat. That's what it is. The guy usually comes in going, I got like an itch under my lip.
But you know,
and it turns into like the guy in the bathroom from Poltergeist ripping his face apart.
Well,
in an all new house.
You know what I like about it though is that we all watch it and we try to guess. Like I know personally, I try to guess what medical ailment they have. I don't know anything. I know it's 7
You're making
diseases.
diagnoses.
Yeah, and I'm always trying to leap like at figuring it out. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I got it. It's streptus bacteria. Definitely. She has endometriosis and it's cutting off the blood flow.
What is House thinking?
Yeah.
He should know this.
But I actually wish they would steer away from the medical drama. I like the intra-office affairs.
That's what I hear is like his stuff, his personal life.
Yeah,
all that is
I
good.
like that.
But they focus too much on the medical thing.
But what's his name?
House.
Hugh Lariat or something? What's his name?
Yeah,
something like that.
Well, I read an interview with him the other day, and he's a best-selling crime novelist. Like he wrote some, like before he was on House, he'd written a couple best-selling thrillers.
House must decide whether 5 babies must die to save one. Does he? Does he have to do that? And for some reason, he's got to plunge knives into their chest, but at the end, it ends up okay with no malpractice.
It's a good thing he's not black. That show would be called something different.
Wow, that's 3 in a row.
What? That wasn't bad.
I always like...
That was so bad. Let's go to New Orleans. Dave, what's up?
Let's go to the eye of a hurricane.
Yeah, I saw the Employee of the Month last night. It was funny as hell, but Dax was a kind of a prick in the movie too.
Oh, you're kind of a... See, now
but did you laugh at the prick?
I laughed my ass off.
There you go.
Right.
A funny prick is still likable.
Yep. Saw the trailer during the Jackass movie. And it was very
Antoine
funny.
was good too. He was funny. He's funny too. They all did good. Justice, fine. Big titties.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
There you go. They're liking the movie. Does he have to go?
He said I'm a prick. That was nice.
They're nodding. You have to go.
Roland's shaking
I'm having
his
such
head.
a good time, though. People are calling up here and calling me a prick.
I know.
Sure
Yeah,
I should
right?
Stick around.
Why wouldn't you want to stay for that? What do you got next? What show?
What show?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I was.
Where are they
What
going
is that?
next?
Where does that show tape
What?
out of? It's all a blur.
It's
Everything's out of focus.
It's out of an RV down by the river.
All a blur. What a great thing to
Where
do.
are we going next?
I'm starting that.
What?
Sirius Radio.
Are you kidding?
What
The
show on
competitor?
Sirius? That's all right. You got to promote.
I think I have my own show on.
Hey,
Sirius.
is it the Wise Guy Show?
Well, you should get
Hey,
that.
so are you whacking someone? I got
Hey.
donuts. Hey, you want a cannoli? We got some cannolis.
In my job, you don't show the employee the month.
Yeah, employee a month. You know, he gets whacked. Let me tell you. I gotta go. Shut up. We get it.
Shoe salesman.
Well, you were on The Sopranos. We get it.
Yeah. Another whacked joke to tie it in, would you? Thanks.
All right, let's say thanks to Dax now that we're...
Hey, thanks for having me.
Dax, thanks for
I know we
coming in.
started off on a rocky footing there, but I really
turned it
enjoyed
around,
myself.
didn't he? Did he turn it around?
You did good, yeah.
The second I saw he was in a movie that I enjoyed, I was happy to have you.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming
Dax
in.
Shepard, Employee of the Month, opens Friday wide.
Friday. Why?
You want a break?
Hey,
thank you, Dax.
You're just leaving like that?
Oh, I thought you were
Now look, he calls you handsome, you get all upset, and now you're all sad that he's leaving.
like a lion, out like a lion.
Yeah, really. That opens. It's just a heavy door.
Are you guys on break now or no?
We're going to.
Yeah, we're on break. That was good.
Wait, I want a picture with you. Let's do a picture while we're on break.
Picture time.
Do a shot while we're...
Jimmy takes pictures.
So if I
with
go to this place between now and Saturday, what's the best flavor of this?
I like the turkey chili.
Turkey chili?
And 5-bean chili.
Pumpkin.
They're all good.
Turkey.
The lobster bisque. Very good. I don't know why there's an alligator head next to it.
Cover this photo?
Yeah. Jimmy is
all right, thanks, Dax.
loves his celebrity photos. Thanks, man.
Bye, miss.
Dax Shepard, everybody.
Bye, lady.
Roland, how'd that go?
There she goes.
It was fun. Very well.
Why don't you...
Yeah, sit down, Roland. We like a little critiquing sometimes on actors that come in and have interviews with us.
Yeah,
How did it go?
Very well.
You were out there with the publicist. Were they commenting on the interview at all?
They were laughing.
They were laughing? So they were relaxed?
They're relaxed. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that he has to do a lot more interviews before he leaves back to L.A.
Well, with the film opening, when?
White Friday.
Right.
What is the movie about?
Friday.
We didn't get it out of him, so...
I haven't seen it yet.
Read it.
What else is coming out this weekend?
I saw The Departed last night.
Well, but we want to know what
why
this is about.
Why are you not on air more?
Yeah.
I saw The Departed and anything.
Why he's on air, though. Just sit back and
What's
enjoy
it about?
Wait, okay.
The Employee of the Month?
Right, yeah.
Dax's character is like the star employee, and Dane is like the slacker that wants Jessica Simpson. But Dax is dating her in the movie, so they compete.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man.
See, you're onto it.
I like
this
how
guy is great behind the scenes. He gets some unbelievable guests for our show. He got his Matthew Modine today. There's a great example. Okay,
Right.
Did he book you? I don't even know. You're just a friend of the show.
I didn't know who to talk to. So.
He's our booker,
Right.
and back in the day, we didn't have real guests on our show for the most part. We didn't have movie stars. He's getting everybody, but we noticed when he goes in front of a microphone, it's a completely different story.
The funniest thing is you were pointing to things on the paper,
right,
and almost trying to make it seem like you're making up. Yet there's a camera right to your left.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and Dane is the good guy.
Well, you saw The Departed. Everyone's talking about The Departed.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
3.5 stars in the paper today.
I'd love a review.
Yeah. Probably one of the best movies out I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
DiCaprio, probably Oscar nominated. Nicholson was awesome. His crazy look in half the movie, he just goes nuts.
Nicholson does a crazy look at a movie?
Wow.
Yes.
Give us a brief, but without blowing it, brief little synopsis and your opinion on the performances. And
yeah, Scorsese gave away a huge...
Marty?
Yeah, and Conan, he gave away a big part of the movie, but it's just... Matt Damon is taking... Jack Nicholson takes Matt Damon under his wing as a kid, and he helps to raise him.
So Jack plays a bird. I'd be wrong.
All right, wait. Well, let's get a little...
Yeah, let's get this synopsis. I'm sorry. I shouldn't interrupt.
One of the best movies you've ever seen, so...
Just Jack Nicholson, part of this takes place in Boston, and Matt Damon and Leo go to police academy, and they become like detectives. And shenanigans happen.
Shenanigans happen?
Wow.
Shenanigans.
Lucky we're on XM. The Departed.
The best shenanigans.
Shenanigans happen.
What do you mean?
I can see bumper stickers all over.
Shenanigans happen.
I don't know. That's the only thing that came to my head.
Shenanigans happen. Fucking showed up in your head.
An anvil should come to your head.
How about this? Give us an example of a shenanigan.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent question.
It's a great word, shenanigans.
Next person who says shenanigans.
Well, DiCaprio and Damon were in the bar fight scene together, so things ensued. And Nicholson came in screaming stuff, and good movie.
Are you filling in for Ebert at any point soon?
But give us an example of a shenanigan. It doesn't have to be from a movie. Just
I don't know.
You use that.
Let's finish it
word.
from here. Hello, I'm Roger Ebert, and this gets a thumb up from me. How do you feel?
The same.
I want to know what a shenanigan is. That's a good point. A lot of our listeners might not know.
I don't know.
Let's go to Michelle in Buffalo. Michelle.
Hey, guys, I got 2 comments, one for O and one for A.
Okay.
First one is for O. You know, you're killing me, man. You mispronounce words left and right. There is a V in unbelievable. I'm not sure if you knew that, but just had to tell you, you're killing me.
Unbelievable.
Yes, thank you.
Are you? What are you saying? Are you a school teacher, son?
I'm a speech pathologist.
Who gives a shit?
I know you don't. Listen, the other thing is...
You know that I make a... forget it.
Yes?
I make a good living, we'll say, being a communicator. How do you like them apples?
So does Karen Myers.
Miss $12 an hour. Oh, wow. You bastard. Wow. I thought I had her. What else there, Michelle?
Okay, and this one's for Anthony. You know, I know you guys always hear that, you know, Opie's the good-looking one, but I just want to say I think Anthony's hotter. Anthony, I think you're so hot, man.
Oh,
and my husband might be listening. This is at the expense of a divorce. I mean, my husband might be listening saying, oh, my God, I'm a newlywed. He's going to kill me. But, Anthony, you're hotter.
Thank you. Coming from the blind girl from the movie Mask.
That's right. That's right.
Well, don't you want to tell me something? You can be negative.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, add Jimmy in.
I met you in Los Angeles, Jimmy. I went to your Lucky Louie screenings, and I believe you
Have you been
stared at
tested?
my cleavage.
Oh,
Yes, I've been
wow.
tested and-
You believe he did? No, he did.
He did.
I don't know what would have drawn my eyes away from your cleavage. Was your head on fire?
Yeah, but you know what's funny is I think you took to my husband more than me. It seemed like you were cuddling more with him. It was really weird, but
Okay.
All right.
yeah.
This is weird.
I had to ask.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Go practice your R's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
Good one. She fell right into your trap.
Oh, she did.
Clever one.
Fucking cleft palate first.
Another terrific appearance by you today.
No, thank you. Tomorrow's Dane Cook is calling in about.
Right. Cool.
Bring up some Barry Katz references with him. See what I almost did that to Dax if he didn't have to leave. You know Barry Katz was lurking around the set. Dax, you're unbelievable, man. You are the next big thing. You got to create holy shit moments, Dax. You on Punk'd, when you were kicking those guys in the nuts. That was incredible.
That's an amazing impression.
Yep.
You know who did
Too
it?
bad no one knows.
You know who did it too on Chappelle's show?
Oh, yeah.
Elon Gold played him.
And I heard it was just brutally real.
Yeah, he was in the wheelchair and he knocks him down. No, and the best thing is Elon Gold goes, not the stairs, man. That was incredible, guys.
Ryan.
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, Jimmy had a good point. Last caller, send her to Chicago where she could be put to use. Karen Meyer.
I didn't say that.
Or Anthony, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I got something for Frank.
Wow. Anyway, you think you're going to slide away with a... More importantly...
All right,
I had the Karen Meyer. Maybe if I should have said this.
So did Karen Meyer.
Maybe I should have done it like that.
There you go.
Then people would know it was me.
Like Frank Madden.
Yeah, I got something for Madden over there. I got an impression for you.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, here's Terry Schiavo. Ready?
Boy.
That's it.
Terry Vader. That's not
Yeah.
Terry Schiavo.
Now do your impression of Pyle in the bathroom.
That's my whole life. I have this great impression for you.
It's time to take a break. There goes the flow of the show. Thanks, sir.
I got a lot of negative feedback, by the way, about my Terry feedback material on the HBO special.
Oh, really?
A lot of people didn't care for it.
Go fuck 'em.
Oh, please.
Go shit in your hat.
Go shit in your hat.
I don't see you getting much of that.
When you say go fuck them, I mean the invalids with their dumb mouths just hang off the side of the bed. How do you resist? Take the feeding tube out, straighten them right out. Show them who's boss.
You came up with a great solution, though, for that problem.
That's
So
true.
Schiavo.
It has something to do with fucking. I haven't done the material. I haven't done the jokes since then.
No, it was a way that she could earn a living and put her to good use. It was, wasn't it sponsoring Colgate?
Oh, some toothpaste. Oh, yeah, because of dumb teeth. They kept showing.
All they were showing were her teeth because you kind of... well,
We're going to take a break.
let's do a 1-year-old dated joke.
Oh, I know. Oh, she's dead. Let her be.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Opie and Anthony.
Here we go.
Waka waka. Give it to me. Fuck it. He. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Oh
What an ass.
I can't believe.
Are you insane? Oh, yeah.
Oh, god damn.
All right.
Say what again? Come on, say what? What? Stop the fuck up. Give it to me. Fuck it. Hey.
Whoa, hey. Whoa, hey.
Opie and Anthony. Back it up.
All right, we're back with the O&A show. Let's go to Bill in Kansas. Bill.
Yes, greetings, gentlemen. I wanted to know if you'd heard that fantastic sweeper Ron and Fez have made by Don Wiki Wicklund.
Is it good?
Oh, it's fantastic. Give it a listen.
All right, we'll listen to it. I have not heard this.
Not heard.
Thanks for bringing it to our attention, Bill. Here it is.
Man. XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
Oh. Well. Now I don't think we're kidding around. Last time was just a joke.
Man.
This time, we're really mad at Ron and Fez. So start speculating. Idiots.
All right.
Is there a problem between the shows? No, Mommy still loves Daddy. Don't worry.
Start insulting Ron and Fez, but just say things they do. Like, yeah, man, why don't you just call him Fez?
Fez. Yeah.
We got a comic heckled by two women. Steve, what's this about?
Comic heckled by two women?
I don't know. He was sort of explaining it during the break.
What, did he have no arms?
Danny, you do it.
You get fists?
What happened?
You teach him.
Nasty thing.
Oh, God. Wait, what happened?
Shut up, let him get out of here. He coughed up
phlegmy.
something in his throat. He coughed up,
A tooth?
no, probably just like a lunger. Like a phlegmy younger. A lunger.
I'm sorry. It's
Danny,
terrible.
what do we got?
Apparently, this comedian's name is James Inman, and this was at this.
I know
Seattle,
Inman.
Yeah, he was at the Seattle Comedy
He's
Underground.
from Seattle, yeah.
And
Is he? Or
James Inman's from Seattle, yes.
Okay.
I did
I thought you were just repeating what he said real quickly afterwards, so you sounded like you
No,
know
he
everything.
actually called me a while ago. He was in the Vail Comedy Festival. He's a little nuts. James is a little crazy. I haven't seen him in years, but he's a funny guy, but he's just a little nuts.
He's got little nuts.
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right.
so he was using the word towel head, and there was some
women in the crowd that didn't appreciate.
Oh, you stupid! Why do they show up at a comedy show?
Seattle, man, it's a very liberal city.
Yeah, man. I don't. Go take some heroin and shut up.
Shouldn't you accept that you're going to hear some really awful things when you go to a comedy show?
You're going to a comedy show.
I don't think you should be allowed to say anything at a comedy
unless
show.
it's being billed as a squeaky clean, rated G. Don't worry about this. Right. Unless it's being billed that way, you have no right when you walk into a comedy club to fucking bitch or be offended at anything.
What's the order?
If you don't like it, get up quietly and leave.
Absolutely.
Don't fucking yell back. Don't like Towelhead. Fuck them.
Because these dummies think they're part of the creative process. Yeah. You're not. Your job is to sit and watch. Either laugh or don't laugh. Those are your options. If you don't like it, quietly fucking get out.
Leave.
Because other people are enjoying it.
Oh, they make that noise. Hey.
Towelhead. Oh.
They have to let you know that they disapprove. Because they somehow think that they're equals in this situation. You're not.
Yeah.
You're a spectator. They would yell at the movies, but they know the movie can't hear them, and they're not quite that sociopathically stupid.
Yeah.
In Philly at Helium, I was watching Jimmy, and he got one of those, oh, and Jimmy just punished the audience.
I'll get nastier and meaner.
Good.
And
I'll
tell them that that's not an option. I don't want to hear it. Because I'm not, honest to God, I'm not interested in their opinions. Yeah. I don't know how Inman handled this, but it should have been with absolute venom because he's in the right.
Good.
Jimmy turns to the side, starts spitting, and he just punished the audience.
Esty looked at me one time, and I don't mean to do this, but I get so angry on stage. I really do at times hate them so much that I have to spit. And I want to spit on the audience.
Like a cobra.
It really, yeah.
Or a llama.
Or a hooker. And I just turn and I spit as I walk off the stage. And Esty one time looked at me like I had just took my dick out. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that in front of her. Why would I spit on the stage?
Spitting on the stage.
Yeah.
They spits on their own stage.
I try to make them coffee while I'm reading acting books.
Well, here we go.
Kill every one of them. I don't want something stuck up my ass. I'm just trying to cry, you stupid towelhead motherfucker. Alright? And I'm sorry I said towelhead, okay? Does anyone here have a problem with it? Yeah. I don't really give a fuck. Fuck you, alright? Yeah.
So far, so good, right? I don't give a fuck. It's hard to listen.
Yes.
It's a hard listen.
Yeah, it's politically correct. I'll tell you what, it's not a racist comment. It's not a racial slur. Any race can wear a towel on your head. White, black, mini boots, Asian. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to finish this joke. Any race can wear a towel on your head.
It's not a fucking towel.
What?
It's not a towel.
It's a fucking piece of cloth. That's what a towel is. I say towel head. It's a fucking joke. Let me finish my joke, and then you shut the fuck up. What? Yeah. Are you joking? Oh, shit. All right, let me finish the joke. It's not a racial slur.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not! If you shut up, I'll finish the joke! All right, so shut the fuck up, or I'll start talking about women. I don't think I'm going to what the fuck.
Wouldn't be the first one. Every other bastard up there is making sexist bullshit jokes.
Cunt, how about that?
Oh, nice.
You're a cunt. You won't shut the fuck up. You talk too much. All right, if my cock was in your mouth, maybe that would shut you up. That is funny. Like you're gonna hurt me. Get the fuck off the stage. Oh. I apologize. Will you shut the fuck up? What the fuck is this? I can't believe it. I got two women on stage trying to beat me. No, you just shut up during my show. Get off the stage. It's just another word. Joke. It's just another word. Freedom of speech.
That's where it ends?
Well, when the crowd went kind of crazy in the middle there, that was when she actually jumped up on stage and swung at him and tried to hit him in the face.
Good for him.
Wow.
He tore that, and she is a cunt. It's all she'll ever be, and good for fucking Inman. He tore her apart.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you should have handled it, with venom.
And towards the end, her friend, I guess whoever she was with, they're both on stage, like wanting an apology from him for calling them cunts, I suppose.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah, meanwhile, the guy's in the middle of his act. He's just trying to entertain.
But you don't even need to explain. Like, it's almost like they so deserve it. I mean, it's like to even think you should apologize. I'm glad he didn't. Just shut the fuck up. That's what you should do. Exactly. And you're a cunt. Shut up. Bobby Slayton got fucking slugged one time on a gig we were doing years ago in the Annapolis Dinner Theater. It was OJ's fucking Bronco weekend. That's how I remember it. And Bobby called some girl in the audience a cunt because she was behaving as such. And I went outside in the back trying to make out with a waitress who might have been a 4. Might have been. She was a fat, like, but her name should have been Betty if it wasn't. She had Betty girl hairdo. Just killable.
She's a 4 on her birthday.
On her birthday, she's a 4.
Yeah.
And I walk in the fucking front door again, and Slayton goes, "Where were you, man? You missed it." And I'm like, "What?" Because the bouncers were all there. He goes, "They had to throw some guy out. He punched me in the face. That girl's boyfriend slugged him." And then Slayton fucking belted the guy back. It was like a big to-do over the C word. Fucking dumb broads getting so sensitive.
And then if you're the guy and you don't stick up for the girl, then you gotta like do something.
Sometimes it helps
instead of just telling her shut up.
Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than when the whole crowd hates you. Like at least they were behind Inman, but when the whole crowd doesn't like you and people start in, you really do feel like they're bigger than me. But you still have to wreck all their nights.
Yeah.
At the Comedy Cellar, I had a fucking table teaming up on me. It was young guys who just didn't like what I was doing, and then an older woman, and boy, did I fucking lace into her. I, of course, attacked her looks, which no woman in her 40s wants to hear.
No.
And I attacked them and go, fuck you. That's how you do it, man. Because you know, what are you going to do, try to grovel and make them laugh?
Yeah.
It's like, they've already decided, I already don't respect the way they are, so why should I fucking whore myself and make them laugh?
What are they doing
They're
there?
dummies.
Do you ever ask them, what the fuck are you doing here?
And these phony motherfuckers, none of them ever would go to a rap concert and fucking heckle the ideology of one of the rappers. But they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't go to an all-black comedy club, and when he was talking about nigger this or white this, and fucking, I don't think that. They go to a safe place. It's like these fucking phony alternative fucks who go into a room full of alternative-minded people and talk all this shit about Larry the Cable Guy. Fuck you. You know, you're preaching to the people who think exactly like you do. You're not taking any risks.
Yeah.
They don't fucking take any chances. They're just fucking pussies, man.
I agree.
Look what you walked into, Frank. Where the hell did you go?
This is worse than the Karen Meyer stuff.
Let's go to Mike in Tampa.
That bitch.
Mike?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. I missed the big announcement yesterday. My roadie took a crap on me, and I just got a new one from good old Radio Shack, and I was wondering what happened, man.
Well, Mike, they teased that announcement for what, a week or so?
Yeah.
You must have heard the promos, big announcement coming, right?
Oh, yeah.
You ready for it?
Yes.
The name of the channel is called what?
High Voltage.
Well, it's not going to be called High Voltage anymore. No. Let's get the reaction. It's going to be called The Virus.
Excellent.
Calm down.
Over that.
Whoa, hey, calm down. We understand how excited you are about this.
And that was only the second biggest announcement. The biggest announcement, which no one could believe, was that they are going to change the track lighting in the bathroom. For a while there, it was overhead fluorescent, but then they're going to put in a certain track. They said it will kind of light it better.
Fucking I love you, Jimmy. You're the best.
It's just been an amazing couple of days here at XM.
Yeah.
And Eric Logan also kind of hinted that he might be changing the route he drives to work on.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't want to get too crazy and press him.
That's tentative.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many people call in wondering what the big announcement was.
The big announcement.
Well, there it is. Yeah. Are you excited, Mike?
I'm ecstatic. Thank you, guys. You suck.
All right.
Thank you. Now he's got to turn up the radio to hear himself.
I have to go, guys. Take care.
What?
I got to catch my plane.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
I got to be on an aircraft.
You are not allowed.
I got to be on an aircraft.
No.
You're
West
going
Palm?
to West Palm?
Yeah. They had a Joel for me.
Oh, yeah. He's a fun guy.
You're playing... You're playing at the
improvisation.
The Improv in West Palm.
Yeah, Sid Rosenberg called me while we were on the air over there. So maybe I'll do his show. I think he's down there.
Is he?
Florida, yeah.
You better get there quick.
Maniac he is.
Could be gone by the time you get there.
Before he gets kicked off. Sid's a loon. I'm going to do a show. All right, and I'll do the afternoon show, I think, on tomorrow. You know, in Pittsburgh, they were trying to get me to do the competing morning show.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Well, you could go in there and just sabotage it.
I thought of that, but I actually liked the guys there. They were cool guys. They weren't trying to be dicks. They knew I was from Opie and Anthony.
Guy.
They were cool having me on. They're not jerk-offs.
I bet when you left, they said, that Jimmy Norton, he's swell.
No, what they say is he's a mensch.
Oh.
He's a mensch. And I said, don't give me that Jew talk. They go, oh, sorry.
All right, Jimmy.
Hi, guys. See you, Frank.
West Palm Beach.
Good luck on Letterman.
I will try hard.
Improv, West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
We'll see Jimmy Monday.
Goes Jimmy.
Unless my plane crashes, then you won't.
No, shut up.
See you, boys.
Oh. Godspeed.
He truly does
Good
leave
luck.
in a blaze.
Yeah. There he goes, little Jimmy, on another one of his little comedy adventures. When is he going to give up this comedy dream of his? Just stick to radio.
I want to hit the road.
You want to hit the road too?
It must be fun.
It's not.
It's gotta
horrific.
We hit the road for a little while. It was kind of fun.
Has to suck.
In the virus
Honestly,
store?
Yeah.
I got new respect for you guys because we.
Well, from what I heard, because I couldn't make a couple things work. I talked to trying to do a couple of them, and a couple things just didn't work out, and we were just trying to find. But then I heard that people were just going crazy at them, and they're just.
Oh, there were a couple of casualties.
See, to me, I don't care because I just go up there now. If something like that, because those you do all right with those. They're one day you go up there 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah,
15. You can tank for 15 minutes and nobody ever cared. I mean, people can be booing you. As long as they don't throw any stuff, they can hurt you.
For the most part, though, we had great audiences.
Yeah, just every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is out there, but
somebody told me there was a Bill Burr on YouTube thing.
It's amazing.
It is something that every comedian should watch.
It's amazing. It's been viewed 112,000 times.
Really?
In less than a month.
Wow.
It's crazy. Every day, still 1,000 to 2,000 views on this thing.
That's almost like 1/80th of what I get on it.
He took a vicious crowd.
I'm just kidding.
And turned it around.
He turned it around with it?
Turned it around by laying into an audience. And not a comedy club audience. He's talking thousands upon thousands of people.
Yeah.
And it was Philly, right?
Yeah. Camden show in Jersey.
And just
outside Philly.
Laid into them like I've never seen a comic lay into an audience, and nonstop. He could not be. He was a machine. And by the time he was done and left the stage, they gave him a standing ovation. He wrecked them. Wrecked 10,000 people.
Jeez.
By the end, he was getting a standing ovation. By most of the people. He turned them completely around.
His knowledge of Philly
was downright scary.
Disturbing. How he was pulling shit out of his ass about Philly to just screw these people with.
Wow.
You got to see it. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'm going to look.
Great.
Take a look.
Just throw Bill Burr in the search engine. It's today it's up to 111,000 views.
Isn't that thing amazing, YouTube? The whole thing is just...
this internet thing.
I always said that, I think radio, like 10 years ago, wasn't as great as TV. Now I think it's as great, if not better, because you can just go to the internet, you can see the pictures you want, and the radio, you get to meet the people and talk. Like, TV's always got to be in, like, 4-minute snippets and stuff like that. Radio, you get to understand who people are, you get to, all that. And then if you want to see who they are, if you're a fan, you get to see them all the stuff on YouTube or whatever, whether it's the website, any of that kind of stuff. And it's just, it's totally a different thing now.
And it's in little, self-serve segments that if you want to see this, you can see it. If you don't, you don't have to. Any subject matter, anything you want to see.
I spend more time on YouTube than watching regular TV now. Yeah. I'll start trying to watch something on TV, then I get the laptop and I'll go to YouTube. And like we've discussed a few times here, you start on one subject, next thing you know, you're on some bizarre thing. Like, how did I get here?
Yeah, because it's like a tree of subjects, and you end up way over on the other end, usually in pornography somehow. How it ends that way.
Usually. What percentage doesn't end up there?
You started with cookies and ended with sex.
But YouTube is huge, and they don't have the smut angle. And people are just using it like crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Because people like seeing people do stupid things.
I think people are hoping for smut on there. They're just, maybe this got through. Yeah,
every so often you look and
just
go...
Just the Caliendo Madden Bush.
I saw this last night, but it was removed.
Wait, this is the one where Frank does get naked.
There are porn versions of this service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We got Frank Caliendo.
I actually got to run now.
Now you're leaving. All right.
The reason I came in because I didn't say goodbye, so I wanted to say goodbye.
I thought that was weird. We were kind of having a thing during the break, and then I looked down to see where we were going next. I look up, you're gone. I'm like, I think you just left on us.
No. I had to go do I had to do a phoner with somebody, so I had to go do that.
With who?
Tony Bruno, XM guy. Sports.
Do we know Tony Bruno? What channel?
One of the sports.
Let me guess. You had to do Madden.
Oh, yeah. Believe me.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what most of my life is?
It's talking like this.
Yeah. Or a lot like this. Or sometimes like this. That's basically, he's pretty good with me and stuff like that. He's actually a good friend and stuff like that. But it's like, rarely... It's always fun to come in with guys you know. Because like you guys, I can just sit and talk for a little bit. You work stuff in. You find out, hey, work this in. And then we could talk as normal human beings. There's a lot of places that don't. It's just, press A, B, C, see ya, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, well, can I even get the plugs in? Did I come here just to be the best entertainment on your show today? Not like on a. These are like these terrible. I call a lot of them radio stations. They're radio for ladies. And it's just
radio. That's
radio.
Good. We call them shows with holes. Because there's always the guy and the hole that adds nothing to the program.
Well, they got their promos and stuff. They make themselves sound like a real edgy show. It's like, hey, we got Frank Caliendo. How you doing, Frank? And then they just stare at you, and then they expect you to, carry the show for 20 minutes without them even participating. See, we try to do it different. We try to make it a hang.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely did today because, like, at the beginning, even on terrestrial, you guys didn't even really talk to me for the first time.
Yeah,
I was like, you know how much I was sweating? I was like, oh, God, I hope I get to I didn't fly in all night to do
to sit on this fucking red couch.
The red couch killed me.
You did great today.
No, it was great. I had a lot of fun. And it was cool with Matthew Modine forcing me into little bits and stuff.
Yeah, when it's Matthew Modine. You got to give it up.
Well, Opie used to do that too. He used to do that. You go, what would?
Oh wow!
It's before you learn.
I try to help you guys out a little bit.
It's before people learn how to use me and realize, hey, I can actually talk as myself some, and then I can work the voices in too. It's like that kind of a thing. So it's always cool.
So when you go to radio stations, though, they don't know who about you as a person.
Well, the people who sometimes they don't. A lot of times people have no idea who I am, and then they're like, oh, that's a great President Bush. I know it's been on TV for 5 years now.
Ass.
It's.
You don't want to be clips.
You don't want to be a jerk about it.
Make a soundboard out of it.
Yeah,
just so people can push buttons. We were gonna have Frank here, but bam, bam, bam.
You know what? Too, they were gonna during a break over there. They were gonna do some drops for you guys. I'll have to do that sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, really fast before you leave, someone is saying Rubber Johnny best YouTube ever. What's Rubber Johnny?
Rubber Johnny. I guess we'll find out.
Could you throw Rubber Johnny?
You got it.
Rubber Johnny. What is this?
There's people getting like commercials out of that stuff now.
Oh, I know.
Did you see the guy who does the fake Copperfield thing, who's doing like the car commercials? That's a Google video and YouTube video. Like he's got it's an outside elevator going up, and he's just pretending to be Copperfield, and he goes like moves his hands up, and it's like he's pretending to move the elevator. It's all stuff that's automated. It's a great YouTube bit, and now he's got a commercial. He must be making thousands on it.
Wow. Yeah, that's where they're looking for the talent,
Let's say hi to Brad in Jersey.
Very few and far between, though, I gotta tell you. Mostly it's just dumb kids punching each other in the face, which is really entertaining, too.
Brad?
Hey, guys, what's happening?
What's up, Brad?
I just want to know if Frank can do a quick Brian Regan before he leaves.
Of course I can. What is it, the virus? It's a fucking virus here. Can I say that? And look, can you swear on it? You can swear on the XM. You dirty vagina.
That's just like trying to be dirty.
I know, and that's dirtier than he'd ever be.
Just hard to do it. And I'm going to get a call from him probably. Like, why'd you do that? Why? He would never be that mean. Like, Frank, can I talk to you? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Hey.
Bob up and down a little bit.
What are you, kind of messing with my,
Oh, forget it. Rubber Johnny stinks. Rubber Johnny is some stupid, weird, freaky video that isn't worth watching. It's a music video for some shit techno song.
Oh, I hate those. Then don't put on Rubber Johnny.
All right, let's...
You're putting on Rubber Johnny.
Let's go to David in Arizona. David.
Hey, Frank, I just wanted to say hi. And the other day I saw you over at Circuit City, and you just stopped real quick and said hello. That was real cool.
It's from Arizona.
Oh, okay, cool. Where? At Circuit City. How long ago was that?
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I thought you said the other day. Circuit City, you stopped me. You were coming out as I was going in?
Yeah, that's correct.
See? I know. You were probably wearing khakis.
Coming out while I was going in, or it was by the DVDs.
No. I remember. I remember because you said, "Hey, you're Frank Caliendo," and I went something like, I just said like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
No, but I remember.
You were on the phone. You kind of ignored me, but you just turned around and put your hand out. And, very nice.
And smacked me.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was purposely ignoring you. I think he had a phone call.
I mean, you're on the phone and you were performing surgery.
Hey, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone, guy.
You live here now in Arizona?
Yeah, I do live out there. My whole family. We live on.
So you and Doug Stanhope now?
Does Doug Stanhope live there?
Yeah, cool. Doug's out there.
Is there some?
Yeah, he's down in Douglas.
He's.
All right. Doug is out of his mind.
He called you
Love
one
Doug,
day,
man.
didn't he? Didn't he call you that one?
Called us
he was calling
all fucked up.
He was calling like radio stations around the country, and it was getting back that he had called you. Like everybody was talking, yeah, he called Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
So everybody knew that he called you. I think he probably called you first. And then it was like he was calling different radio stations, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's just calling everybody on some mushrooms and something else,
just saying whatever the hell else is growing out there in Arizona."
All right, Frank flew all night. Thanks, Frank.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
We'll let you go get some rest, okay?
Great job by you. Great cookies by me.
Yes. Where are you going now?
Nowhere.
Let me just tell you, Frank, we're finished here. You are free to leave. Free to leave. That old gag.
Am I
we'll see the closed circuit television.
Freeze on the ground. You're Frank Caliendo, aren't you? Get off that cell phone.
Get on the ground.
Jeez. All right.
Damn.
Can you play Brother Joe's DMX song? Mr. H.
Good morning, boys.
Why do you want to hear this?
Oh, because I think it'd be cool to listen to on the way out when you guys are on the way to the cars and on the way to the apartment and the house and such.
Not leaving quite yet.
All right, we'll play this.
Yeah.
We'll play going into break. How's that?
I appreciate that, sir, and I'm punching out.
All right.
It's Joe's version of DMX's... What's the name of the song?
Up in Here.
Up in Here.
Up in Here. Of course, you'll know that.
You're
but
all
Joe
gonna
decided
you're all gonna lose your mind.
Up in Here, up in here.
Yeah.
Joe decided it would sound better if done in the style of the inimitable James Taylor.
It's really good. Frank Caliendo, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Have fun on Letterman tonight.
I'll try real hard.
All right, check this out.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my cool up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick, alright. All you mans up in the jail before suck my dick, and all them other cats you run with get done with dumb quick. How the fuck you gonna cross the dog with some bum shit? Alright. There go the gun click, 911 shit, all over some dumb shit. Ain't that some shit? Y'all niggas remind me of a strip club. 'Cause every time you come around it's like what? I just gotta get my dick sucked. And I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I ain't slim. So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself buried next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Shit, a nigga tried to diss you. That's why you're laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth, and you know that it hurts. Yeah. Whoa, y'all gon' make me lose my mind up in here, Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Whoa, 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 up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here. You make me lose my cool. Up in here, gonna make me lose my mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Y'all gonna make me up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out.
Well, you know, I've heard a lot of radio over the years. This is probably the worst. Way back in the middle 60s, there was a small station outside of Moline, Illinois. I believe it was WRCW, not sure of the call letters, 1590 daytimer, signed off at sunset rather. They were pretty bad. They were pretty darn bad. But this is probably worse.
Agapame to Opie and Anthony.
The Opie and Anthony show.